We're recording, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me make sure we're live on here. We're live. Okay.
How are we looking?
We're looking
right?
good. I'm
That
putting.
flashing light over there?
It's up there.
Is there a red light on here?
Yep.
Hey, everybody. It's party time.
Let's go.
O'Neill, if you want to duck under the table, you can show the live people how you're dressed. But for now, I'm just filling the top of the underside.
That's on, right? That's recorded? Yeah, okay. We're good.
Oh, the live people only get audio,
They only get audio,
not video.
not
See
video.
me in that video?
Yes.
Okay. Sun's going down. Things are getting wild.
It's after midnight.
All my friends are hanging out with me. Do. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. We got O'Neill here, and he just have to take a quick pee. Do-do-do.
Welcome to Bro Pranks.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Chet.
Shit. It's the worst Bro Pranks. We've been watching a lot of Bro Pranks videos, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. By the way, we're live.
We are on.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
Dude,
Peach schnapps.
I love this show, but I also dread doing it
Why?
because it just takes
Taxing.
so much out of you.
Yeah.
It is a heavy lifting workout of comedy.
I'm wearing a weight belt.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm wearing a jock strap
I'm wearing it.
on my butthole.
I'm wearing a butt plug.
Let me taste it.
You guys should trade items.
No. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you wipe it off on your shirt before you
Okay.
give it to me.
Well, I don't know about that.
Should I play the theme song? This
Yeah.
has been pre-show talk.
Let's a little warm.
By the way, let's
pre-show.
introduce our guest.
Yeah.
Back to defend himself after his last episode was a little divisive. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the daddy man himself, the king of Predator, Earl Skakel.
Be cool.
Are you dressed as Earl Skakel?
Yeah.
You
This
look
is
like-
Earl in high school.
You look like
You look like Rowdy Uncle Ronnie.
what was the movie
you
Van
want
Damme?
some sunglasses?
No, what was the movie Van Damme did where he looked like
I want
that?
Jeff to
yeah.
wear sunglasses with us.
If you have a pair,
I'll have to dig
wearing
some up.
them. But I'm not.
I don't know.
I don't feel weird without
As
them.
long as if you don't
Here.
feel the pressure to
Hold
to
these
do 'em.
stone coasters above your.
Oh wait, okay. Wait, no, you can't show those. Those are. I have my address on there
Do they really?
in case I lose them. Somebody can return them.
You put your address on the bottom of a coaster?
They're coaster posts.
You got me again, O'Neill.
Classic. Should I play this?
Let's play the theme song and then let's get a little. Let's get some theme music, but we'll start out light. A little theme music
Let's get physical.
playing underneath us.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Here we are.
Hey everybody, it's Beach Cop. Beach Cop. Beach Cop. Beach Cop. Beach Cop. Beach Cop. Beach
Let's soak it in. Soak it in.
Good thing this is only a 2-hour theme song.
Keep it going.
Hey everybody, it's Beach Cop.
That was from listener Parker.
We
Sent that in.
liked it.
He sent it in. Said he's never done anything like that. It said it took him about 4 hours to do.
To do the high pitched? Oh no,
I
to put
think
it all
just to-
together.
yeah, to do it all.
Sounds 3 hours and 50 minutes too long.
I liked it. A lot of good farts.
By the way, his name was Parker.
Brothers.
You'll never get that time back again. I appreciate the work, but I got to be honest with you. You've lost a lot of brain cells doing that.
Maybe he's working on more just around the clock.
Someone emailed
be.
me every Toots question that you guys and I asked one time, and it was like 17 pages.
Oh, I read that. It was, yeah, it was insane. And I go, how stupid are we?
It's a labor of love.
The dumbest people
It
alive.
was like eventually, like, you ever deep fry a bar of soap? Like, it's all this shit. It's like so crazy.
I think Toots, the restaurant, needs to answer a lot of those.
they do need to answer those.
I hope that if civilization gets destroyed, that somehow this podcast is the only thing that they're able to go back and trace the origins of human existence.
They should send it up into-
oh, no wonder they died. They're the dumbest people alive.
They should send it up into space. Remember they back, I think in the 80s or 90s,
Yeah.
they sent a bunch of shit that summed up humanity. I think this podcast should
I think
be-
we should. We should broadcast it now to drive aliens crazy.
They're like, they'll start linking up to destroy us. They're like, we're here for the beach cops.
Or they're huge fans.
We're here to eat ass and find the beach cops.
We want to eat some of your ass. Can you imagine that when they get here, they just start chomping people's assholes? And they're like, I don't understand what the big deal is.
Just biting them off and spitting them out.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, aliens, if you're listening, just wiggle your tongue in the asshole.
We could have some aliens among our...
Wiggle it.
Yeah.
How big are these assholes that you're in?
What do you mean?
They're super tight. You can't move your tongue too much.
You
Once
get it.
it's inside.
Well, wiggle it around the outside.
What's the deepest you've gone? Like,
all the tongue
stick
in.
your tongue out.
He's
and-
gone into the second
the
bedroom.
whole way. The whole way.
Have you ever gotten brown tongue?
No, I've never gotten a case of the brown tongue.
Have you ever woken up? I've had this happen with a furry tongue. Do you know what that is?
No.
Where your tongue just gets all I don't know what it's from, but your tongue's black and it's crazy. What? It's a weird phenomenon.
Wait, what?
I don't know what causes it.
How did you
tongue?
get it? You woke up with a black furry tongue?
Yeah, and you just
So your tongue was black.
You just scrape it off. Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh,
Did
that's
you-
from not brushing your tongue
No,
for like 7 years.
I brush my teeth and tongue.
I thought it was from brushing your tongue with a witch's pussy for 7 years.
It's from brushing your tongue with a toilet bowl scrubber.
I mean, I do drink bong water regularly.
Do you? Is that what
I've
did it?
never had black tongue.
I never had black.
I've had black lung from all my years in the coal
I'm
mine.
gonna knock on wood. Sorry.
If anyone would get black tongue, you think it'd be DeWitt?
No, I've gotten sick from eating ass. We've talked about
Yeah.
it.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
I've paid my dues.
Mentally.
You've paid your duties.
You've had
Time
mental
after
problems.
time. Do.
Let's just say all of your interactions haven't been duty free.
Oh, I paid my duties.
I sent you the thing about this
it's like
ass
right here.
parade.
Oh, dude.
Hey, let's get some.
I messaged you back.
Let's get some music.
I was
playing or
already
something.
aware of it.
I know. I was excited for you when I saw this. I go, oh, like-minded people. What is this?
Let's talk about dating, everybody.
Fucking epic sax. Do you remember this? I love this beat, man.
Who is this? Michael Bolton?
No, it's some Eastern European dude.
They're always the best.
They won like
saxophone
some
players.
award.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Are you actually familiar with this?
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar.
Award
with
for
that
what?
sax guy.
Award for what? Like best independent.
It was like something
sax?
like called Eurovision or something. Where all
That's
these-
shitty music.
Oh, I know what that is
all
because
these-
my brother lives. Every country outside of the U.S.
Yes.
and it's like a huge deal.
Yeah, and so these people, whatever country they're from, in Eastern
What do you mean by
European
these
country-
people? Eastern Europeans?
Look at you trying to do something.
I think you can't vote for the country you live in.
Yeah.
Like every country comes up with like a nationwide song. Which I can only
so-
imagine like the shit that would come from this country.
Oh, I know.
Like if we had to pick one song,
They were probably super stoked to just be wearing jeans.
it'd be Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh.
Lil Nas.
Do you know
X.
what? Do they have 10 hours of cats purring? That'd
Probably.
be pretty good.
Maybe you can layer it on top of this.
Yeah, please. Sure.
So anyway, they did this song called "Runaway," and this song is from this song.
This
called
isn't.
Runaway.
I thought this was like Muse Sack.
No.
You know, the sack. Muse Sack.
Yo,
Where it's not music, but it's public.
It's
domain
like ball
shit.
sack.
They can play it in elevators.
Oh, Muzak.
Muzak. Hey, you can't say
Whoa,
that.
We're not allowed to say
You
that.
can't say that. You can't
Violation.
say that name.
Violation.
You guys.
Violation. Put
Dude,
$4 in the Muzak jar.
You did.
Oh shit! I gotta do it.
dude, you signed an NDA.
NDNA,
Yeah.
a non-dionuclease.
I took one.
Non-disclosure agreement.
That's
You
fine.
put too many letters in it.
NDA.
You said NDNA.
It sounds
Yeah,
like a drug.
it's like MDNA.
Dude, have you guys ever
You said
smoked it?
non-disclosure and agreement.
Non-disclosure, non-agreement.
Oh shit! So you're like, I'll sign it, but I'm not agreeing.
So you can't say Muzak.
Okay, Musac.
Yeah, Muzak.
Yes.
Are you familiar with that
Yeah,
stuff?
but it's not royalty free because they play it with a saxophone.
I would imagine anything with a saxophone solo is. Because nobody ever cares about that.
You don't think so?
Dude, I mean, Bill Clinton made it cool.
What about that fucking? You know who made it cool was the guy in that vampire movie Lost Boys. Remember?
The band scene
Yeah.
when they're at the county fair.
He's got chains on his nipples and he blows a fucking fireball off his saxophone.
And he's like all greased up.
Yeah. That guy was amazing.
That is a good point. That
the
guy
cats?
really did make it cool again to do the sax.
Yeah.
Where are the cats? They're very
I mean,
quiet.
he brought it into another level.
Oh, I think we just go with that.
Sounds like someone taking bong rippers. Not to do two bong
It
references.
does take.
Sounds like an idling moped.
I was about to say it does taste like that.
How could
Have you
taste
eaten
it?
cat ass?
No. Everyone asks me.
If you've eaten a cat ass?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Have you?
Nope.
If you had to eat one animal ass, what would it be?
I went giraffe.
What about buffalo ass?
No, why? If I had to have any
What are you
animal-
doing like that?
Why not an orangutan just because it's close to us?
What's that?
That's gross. The giraffe has those big eyelashes.
But you wouldn't be seeing them.
This guy's talking about eyelashes.
You wouldn't be seeing them. You'd be seeing
No, when the
that.
thing looks back to go, why the fuck is this guy eating my ass?
And it could whip its head around and nail you if you weren't doing a good
It'll
job.
gut punch you, dude.
What? That giraffe's not gonna do anything.
You'd be on a ladder. You could die.
What's that joke about giraffe pussy?
I'm higher than giraffe pussy.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that a real joke?
That's a real joke. You've never heard that?
It's a reference.
I don't know who said it originally, but
It was my dad.
I wish I could give him credit.
He
When
made
you
it
got
up.
lost at the zoo while he was fucked up?
Yeah.
What, your dad, what, he just come home one day? He's like, I'm hired.
No, we were at the zoo, and as Andrew said, he was smoking weed out of an apple, and he's like, I'm higher than giraffe pussy.
Yeah.
And then I looked, and there was giraffe pussy right
And
there.
he started eating the giraffe's ass.
Yeah.
Giraffe pussy sounds like a gang member's name, like a nickname.
Johnny.
No, it doesn't at all.
Johnny
The
Giraffe Pussy.
Yeah, hey, there's giraffe pussy. Don't fuck with him. He's the craziest one.
Why is he so crazy?
That's his nickname is giraffe pussy.
What about his best friend Wombat Nutsack?
That kind of rhymes. Wombat nutsack.
Yo, if you mess with Giraffe Pussy, Wombat Nutsack will be after you, man.
What about his friend Chinchilla Tits?
You better watch out, dude. Chinchilla Tits. Chinchilla Tits. She's a big proponent of ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
That sounds like very tiny tits.
Have you ever
Like, you're not huge
Dude,
titties.
she has tiny tits, but she has some of the longest beef curtains possible.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, they regularly use them to make escapes.
You can tie him up in a knot.
Do you know Kimono
She
Dragon?
pulls them out like a flying squirrel.
Have you ever heard of Kimono Dragon? My nuts ain't sagging. That's kind of a longer one.
Yeah.
But it's still relevant, I guess.
Should we get into this butt convention?
Yeah,
let's do it.
let's hear what this
This
is
is
all
from
about.
Yahoo. This is an O'Neill find. It says, this is Yahoo's great writing style from the Huffington Post, I guess. It says, butts. They're everywhere. Look behind you.
Butts, they're everywhere. Great opening.
Look behind you.
Look behind you.
How much did they get paid? Well, free.
Too little.
Name and shame. Who's the author?
That's it.
Butts, they're everywhere. Look behind
This is
you.
Julie Pinheiro.
Go fuck yourself.
Julie Pinheiro.
She said, butts, they're everywhere. Look behind you. Go fuck. What is this, a fucking mom?
Wait for the
Is this a 49-year-old mother?
wait for the line after this.
I have to say this. Ever since Earl was on, DeWitt he's been really angry lately. You were first time I ever saw you get mad at somebody, and now you're really carrying that rage over, and I like it. It's a new angry DeWitt, and I like it.
I gotta tell you, man, there's nothing. Butts, they're everywhere. Look behind you. This is like Dare. What the fuck is
You're
this
not
thing?
gonna like this next line.
Right.
Let me do them all in a row.
Let me hear.
It's butts exclamation point. They're everywhere. Period. Look behind you. Dash. You might have one too.
No, fuck you, fuck you.
That's the opening.
What? Of course you have one. What did you? Nobody's ever lost an ass in an accident.
You think an editor was like, "Oh, Julie, that is good stuff."
You're on top of your game today, Julie.
You open real strong. It's true, butts, they are everywhere.
And I do have one. I look behind me. It turns out there's one that followed me around.
Everything
for years.
you just said there makes total sense.
Julie, what I want to say to you is great job on the article. This is an awkward conversation to bring up, but I did lose my ass in the Iraq War.
Hi-oh. I lost my ass in Vegas.
I lost my ass in my divorce.
She's like, what do you mean? Literally? I don't get it. Oh, Julie. Julie's here, guys.
I would have lost my ass if my head wasn't so far up it, Julie.
I don't have full ass. I've always been half ass.
Can we have a conversation about this Bud article, cheek to cheek here, Julie?
Julie, I really think you're excluding some people.
I really want you to spread open the information here on this
Spreadsheet.
You know, take a crack at it, Julie. Why don't you?
Let's split this wide open.
Give me the whole thing.
No buts about it.
Have you ever
I don't want you dancing around the rim here of this article.
Let's play some cornhole while we discuss the article.
What do you want for lunch, Julie? Salad?
Yeah, make sure it's tossed.
She's like, I don't get it, guys. I only do below PG humor. Butts! Exclamation point. Butts! They're everywhere. Look behind you. You might have one too.
What if I looked in front of me and I saw one?
That's so bad. That's like if someone's like applied for this job and that's like the sample they get. You're like, I don't even know what to do.
I think they've let everybody write from home, and I don't think they have an office anymore.
It's judging by this. It says, and just when you thought there was a convention for everything, ButtCon backed its way into the party.
Oh, backed its way into the party.
Back that convention up. Girl, you look good.
Oh my God! Look at that rapper girls convention.
Maxalon.
Is this writer actually juvenile?
Is it Julie Pinheiro?
It could be juvenile Pinheiro.
Did she submit this article to the state fair?
I need to look up her other credits. I want to see some other work.
Did they actually break the glass at the Smithsonian and take the actual hard copy of this?
I thought this was Hemingway at first, but it turns out it's just Julie Pinheiro.
Does this get sent to the Library of Congress after it's been printed?
She says, ButtCon 2019, which was held Wednesday on the 4th floor of a nondescript Manhattan office building.
I like how the 4th floor of a nondescript. We don't want to tell you where it is.
Yeah.
There's like other companies in there, guys like in thongs walking up like, ask on.
Sounds like somebody just asked to use the corporate boardroom over the weekend and just invited a bunch of people to eat ass.
By the way, how lame is it that it's called ButtCon? Like if I'm going to a convention about asses, I want AssCon.
You want
ButtCon?
Yeah, ButtCon is like, do you think they were a little bit nervous about it being on big posters?
I want it to be called Duty Hunters.
You want to call it
Well, that's one of the bigger shows that is featured here. It's about ghost people who hunt ghost shit.
I wanted to be called Chic Cheek Con.
What? I want it to be called Big Sweaty Asshole Fuckers.
I want it to be called Taintvention.
I wanted to be called Anal Sex.
What? It's a different convention.
I want to
It's on
call
the
it
5th floor.
Hot Grundle Fiesta.
Grundle?
Yeah.
I wanted it to be called Felcher Con. 2019.
Showtime. So then it says it was organized.
I just want it to be called Buttfuck.
Buttfuckers Anonymous, but it's not anonymous at all.
Well, it's a nondescript 4th floor where they won't disclose the location.
This thing's put on by a bidet company called Tushy.
Yeah, I followed Tushy on Instagram. That's how I knew about it.
Do. What do you follow it for?
Oh, the latest in bidet innovation.
Do they have bidet cams? That's what you guys may want to get in on that.
Wait, is Bidet Mate, is that a company?
Not yet.
In Australia, it's huge.
Bidet Mate's got to be a company.
So I follow the girl who sits on the cakes for ButtCon too because of this.
What's her name? Cake Ass? Cake Ass Johnson?
Yeah, it's Cake Ass Johnson.
Old cake titties. Does anyone smash cakes with their titties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew a comic whose mother could break a beer can by letting one of her giant titties come down on it.
She could lift a chair. She would.
And she did it at the comedy store where this guy was. We were all like, hey, your mom's cool.
She would
take turns fucking her titties.
She would shove the back of the chair. She would lift up the titty, stick the back of the chair right here, and then and not touch it, and the titty would lift the chair up. And that's how fucking saggy these floppers
There was
were.
a 300-pound guy sitting in the chair while she lifted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She was at my bar mitzvah, lifted me in the chair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did she at your wedding? Did she smash smashed the little thing.
Well, I'm not married, but yeah, she did.
What is that thing called?
Called the glass?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I thought there was a mystical name for it.
Speaking
A
of
mystical name.
yeah, Mystical the rapper.
Magic glass.
Speaking of juvenile.
Mystical.
Shake that ass. Watch yourself. Show me what you're working with.
Speaking of forgetting words, Ari's chauffeur was body slammed by this same person's mother.
Yeah,
And he hurt
yeah.
his back. She
How
body
bad?
slammed him on the stage.
Oh, shit.
He's in town.
By the way, people
He said he's
love your feet. They're like, these videos are like foot fetish videos.
About watching my feet?
Yeah, you're always shaking your
Someone
feet.
just came.
Hey, it might get us more views.
Hey, you know what?
Stay for the comedy. Stick around for busting a nut for foot fetishes.
Then Andrew tries to show you his asshole.
This event celebrated any and all butt stuff, from health to sex to hygiene. There was a Belfie, a butt selfie booth,
Oh, yes.
and Anal Like a Porn Star workshop.
Okay.
Wait, anal like a porn star.
Yeah.
Do anal
Never
like a
heard that
porn
song?
star?
Yeah,
Anal like a porn star. Anal like a porn star.
Get in your Lamborghini because you're anal like a porn star. It's actually one of my favorite songs.
Did you ever hear that song, Anal Dirty? Never gonna catch me, Anal Dirty.
I did an Anal Like a Housewife convention.
Did you?
And it's all reluctant and on special occasions only.
You guys ever hear that song, Stairway to Anal?
Yeah, I've heard that one.
I have heard it. Yeah.
Have you heard?
It's not my favorite.
We were down in Anal Africa.
Yes.
You heard Don't Worry Be Anal?
Yeah. Don't worry, be anal.
Have you ever heard the Billy Joel song, We Didn't Start the Anal?
Yeah.
You guys heard
It's always been fucking.
Since the world's been sucking.
Have you heard Welcome to the Anal Jungle?
Yeah. We've got lots of butt plugs.
Oh, we fuck up the ass.
Have you ever heard the song Standing in a Phone Booth with a broken phone booth?
What?
You know, by the premiere of Radio.
Yes.
I don't know the name of the song.
You know that song by Gloria Estefan, Waiting for the Butt?
No.
What is that?
Or maybe it's Jennifer Lopez.
Have you ever heard the Phil Collins song, Anal in the Air Tonight?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the theme song to DeWitt's apartment bedroom.
Anal in Red is also a very sweet song.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever heard
That's,
the U2 song With or Without Anal?
Yeah. What about that MTV's Unplugged cover of Tears and
MTV's
Anal?
Butt Plug?
MTV's Butt Plugged. Butt Unplugged.
You ever heard Teen Spirit of Anal?
Yeah, I did. I loved it.
Did you ever see their album In Utero Anal?
Yeah. My favorite MC Hammer album was Please Anal Don't Hurt 'Em.
Can't touch this
Okay.
anal. And at the evening's grand finale, a cake sitting performance by the lady Andrew just mentioned.
Yeah.
Your favorite?
I follow her.
Yeah, of course you do. You follow her in
We're
real life.
on the street.
Yeah, like, please, spread your cheeks for me now.
She has a restraining order.
What
on
I
you.
do is I put a bunch of birthday candles over my face and try to convince her I'm a cake.
You're wearing a cake costume? She's like, I told you it's not going to work.
Yeah, but then I go to
Hey, there's a cake over here. Hey, look at that cake sitting right
I
there.
get waiters to like shove my face that's disguised as a cake onto her plate at restaurants.
They
they're like,
weel you out horizontally
Yeah,
with
they're
your
like,
body covered. Like, why does
man,
that sheet have a huge boner?
Hey, man, a rich man sent you this birthday cake.
Hey, can we get like a tugboat horn or like a old like ship horn?
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear a tugboat.
Or whatever. Yeah, because this music is driving me insane.
What about Tugboat the Wrestler from the 80s and 90s?
Does he do a tugboat sound?
Yeah,
Then we'll take that.
he does.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Have you ever done the mud wrestling?
I did Jello wrestling in college.
What,
like-
for like this for your
for a
school?
For a
scholarship?
fundraiser, yeah.
How much you make?
Free
I
tuition.
think we made like $2,000.
Wait, what?
Give me this.
what is
Where's the
this?
horn? I want to hear the horn. Oh, there it is. Oh, shit.
Is it like that the whole
It's a long horn. It's a long horn.
It's a very horny horn.
Jesus. Now let's put a little bit of this over it. Watch that chandelier.
Every time. Okay, this might be too much.
No, just let your brain adapt, and we'll continue doing bits.
Just turn it down a little. It's like they're blowing the horn. Be like, watch out for that chandelier.
Gave him a warning. I'll turn the fuck guy off for now.
Just turn it down, and let's keep this.
Keep that fuck guy, man.
This lady, the cake sitter, Lindsay Dye, which you know.
Yes.
She said, I'm here because my butt is my career.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She popularized the sexual art form for her webcam audience. Is she the initial cake sitter?
I don't know. Lots of people have been sitting on cakes. There used to be a website called cakefarts.com.
Cake sitter.
Where girls would sit on cakes and fart on the cakes after they sat on them.
Yeah, remember that guy we used to work with that loved those cake farts?
Vaguely.
Yeah, you know.
What's his name?
He was like,
Give me some hints.
we delivered with him, and he was a shorter guy.
Was
he
he
was
Latin?
jacked. He was a guy that you wouldn't think would be into him.
Oh, reddish hair?
Yeah, it started with a J, that name. You know what I'm
Oh.
talking about? No, black hair.
It started with a J.
Yeah, he was just like a normal. He was jacked, though.
Yeah.
That.
And he was into cake farts.
Oh, he loved them.
Dude, I loved him too.
Yeah,
the
no,
website's
not-
defunct now.
It's not hard to believe you, but it was hard to believe this guy. Was into it.
Aren't there videos of women like sitting on bread and shit? Didn't he like that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love anything with
That involves butt smashing
The
things.
cheeks smashing up stuff and getting food up in the butt crack.
What about the cheeks like doing their taxes?
No.
What happened to you? Were you eating like a hot dog when you were like 3 years old, or your babysitter sat on your face with it? I still don't know what really happened that got you into all these bizarre fetishes.
Why is that bizarre? How is that bizarre?
How bizarre.
People putting cake and food in their buttholes?
It's not like I do that at home. I would be definitely pleasantly surprised if Tammy came in and
What if
sat
I
on a pizza.
came? What if I sat on a pizza?
No, thank you. I'd prefer that you
Hey,
fuck
let me
the-
get a pizza ass
you
over
should
there.
Just fuck the pizza.
I do videos where I stick my dick up through a pizza. I break through it.
Yeah.
And it's gone viral.
What kind of virus?
Hepatitis.
Dude, are you on what is it? Bro guy?
Yeah.
Bro Pranks TV.
I bought Bro Pranks from Hunter and Chet. I bought it for
How much did the web domain go for?
3 Red Bull cases.
Wait, turn the horn down just a little.
They didn't want any balls energy drink.
No BAWLS ball.
Maybe we should watch that and talk about
I think
it.
we should,
Maybe
too,
we
after
can
we
turn
get-
people onto it.
After we get, oh man, God damn it!
What happens to your?
Fucking yeah, man.
Oh, I thought something bad
yeah.
happened.
What are you talking about?
Scared me.
I'm fucking watching these butt cheeks about to sit on a
That's-
cake
that's not a-
shaped like a butt.
That's not a small ass.
No, oh, dude.
That's a pretty big one.
The
Why don't
bigger
you
the
like-
better.
Why don't you like butts, man?
Because I hate them so much. I think the world should get rid of all the asses.
Here's,
guys-
here's Lindsay Dye.
What do you mean? I love asses. I don't like sticking my face in them.
It's a big old beef
Why don't you
ass.
want to stick your face in that?
I feel like we just. I feel like we're just have the same conversation every time about butts.
I can't accept it. I don't understand.
It's time to accept it.
I don't understand. I just don't get it.
You're like the guy who, like, you smoke weed, your friend doesn't. You're like, just try it.
Yeah.
It's gonna work.
It helps your creativity.
I
It
swear
opens
to
your
you.
mind.
Look, Ryan, I know you don't eat ass. I know this. But it's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Who the fuck are you playing?
He's doing Chris Tucker. It was a great
Tucker.
rendition of Chris Tucker.
An ass
I thought I was in here with Chris Tucker.
Oh, were you?
This lady baked her own cake.
Break yourself, fool.
She baked her cake. It looks like a pumpkin. It's supposed to be an ass, and then she sat on it on stage.
So let's just say
While
she's
singing. If you thought that wasn't talent enough that she baked the cake, she brought her ass here in an orange thong. She also was She was singing the Britney Spears song every time, which I don't even know, while lowering her ass.
Is that a new song?
No, it's
Or
every
that
time.
Every time I think about
Get a
you,
little
I
bit
touch
horny.
my- Is that what it is? I thought it was
attendees?
Yeah, that's what it is, O'Neill. That's it.
what?
It's what is this song called?
Every time? I don't know. I don't know it.
I don't know the Britney.
Was that off
Every
her
time
third
I lower
album?
my asshole onto a cake.
So this lady's better at breaking the cake with her butt cheeks than she is at baking it.
Some cake. I heard one cake was baked improperly and she couldn't break it.
Oh no!
was-
Why?
What if somebody?
unbreakable.
What if someone put a nail in the cake and she sat on it?
That's
and
her rival did that.
Oh no! I'd be so.
what if she put a huge dildo candle and just took it?
Oh yeah! Fuck it.
It would come onto that cake. Would Would you eat the cake after this?
Oh yeah.
No,
Have her whole.
after she ate it and she shit it out.
Oh yeah, that's what I want.
Oh my
I want her to shit in my mouth.
Oh,
Just the cake though. I
you
want her to-
hit a rock bottom.
What about the frosting?
No, too many calories. Let's not get crazy.
Some attendees like Maribel Montora. She arrived with
What, Tony Montana's daughter?
she arrived with an open mind. She said, "I'm 54. I'd like to see something new."
Oh, 54?
You're gonna see something new.
Yeah.
This lady's asshole going on a cake.
How did she get invited to this? By the way, are there cubicles on the fourth floor where this is
They're
being held?
pubicles.
Did you say pubicle?
Yeah, it's for it's for ass talk only. You can talk to an ass counselor. They can
You piece of shit.
Man,
Pubicles.
this guy just said
You had to do it, Danish. You can't not do it. You're just like me with ass eating.
I can't stare away from it.
You can't not do it.
It's on the table.
You had to say pubicles.
Yeah, it's too easy.
You couldn't do it. There's no way. What would have happened if you held it in?
These lamps would blow up.
You would have. It'd be like in Firestarter.
I'd get
You'd
a-
start bleeding out of the nose.
Be like, I was thinking more 11. I would start bleeding out of the nose.
Well, she's just a rip off of Firestarter.
You know that
Firestarter
11
is the original.
do you know
That's
that-
Drew Barrymore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know that 11 I've heard is just a huge coke problem, and so they rode around. This is alleged.
The nosebleeds?
Yeah, so they just wrote it into the show.
Yeah, allegedly I heard that too. And they found aliens and they needed to kill them. On
Yeah, at
camera.
the mall in Hawkins.
It's actually a documentary.
In Hawkins, Indiana.
So it's Transformers.
yeah, of course.
Is that who's behind all this?
Yeah,
Isn't it? Yeah, it's Michael Bay. Does all of it, right?
He does.
Andrew, this is something for you to aspire to. It says others like father-son duo Giacomo and Rafael Castellano.
Oh.
They bought tickets specifically to see the cake sitting performance, the father-son duo.
A father-son duo.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. We're going to go see our favorite ass cake smasher.
Have you ever talked to your dad about this?
Have I talked to my dad about how much I love butt?
Yeah,
About eating ass.
When he was a kid, and he's like, just stop already.
I think the closest.
The closest I've come is walking in on him and eating my mom's ass. And then saying, it tastes pretty good, huh,
He
Dad?
definitely wouldn't be. I think the most disturbing. He probably found that comic of me eating my own ass that I drew,
And he framed it and put it in his
it was
office.
thrown away.
That's my son right there.
Thrown away?
Now
Why?
that's my son eating my son's ass.
That's my son's ass and
This
my
is-
son's face.
Now this is me killing myself.
Pretty good, right?
And first killing my son, then killing myself.
You're like, why couldn't my son be a school shooter instead of doing this?
Did he ever sit you down and say, have you ever considered changing your last name?
No, but he gave me the sex talk at 17 after I had already had sex at 15.
In front of him.
Did you tell him already? You're like, yeah, Dad.
I just listened to his whole horseshit thing because I
What do you say? Oh, I think we talked about
I said I had a stomach ache, and he was like, "This is a Boner City thing, I think."
Yeah.
He thought you were pregnant.
Yeah. He asked if anyone had sex with me.
And gave you a stomach ache?
No. He said that it might be because I was having my first wet dreams.
Give you a
At
stomach ache.
17.
And I was like,
17.
what the fuck is this?
A little late to the
He's like,
party.
Andrew, you may go through a growth spurt around 25. So you got to watch out for that. Your knees are going to ache.
And then when you're 30, there's going to be some hair coming in your crotch area.
Don't be alarmed. We all get it.
I was like, what the fuck is happening? Did he really wait this long to give me this sex talk?
Was he jerking off the whole talk?
No. He was sobbing uncontrollably.
Are you and him watching pornos? And he's like, so here's what you do. You pull your wiener out of your pants like this, start stroking it. Here,
I
put
don't-
your hand over mine, Andrew, so you get a feel for the motion.
It doesn't make any sense to me because
To do what?
When did you guys look at the cake porno?
I've never watched a cake porno.
Hey, now this is what I like to watch people do with it.
Why don't you FaceTime him and do it, and we'll put it on the video?
No way.
Can we call him right now?
No.
So what was his sex was probably pretty old school, right?
Yeah,
He's like, you only ever do missionary out of
Considering-
respect to the woman's parents.
And
considering he busted me, I bought a porno when I was
did he give you? He's like,
in 9th grade.
What was he, like, behind the counter? You're busted, young man.
I was like, Dad, I didn't know it was you.
I work at 7-Eleven.
You put on a block wig and sunglasses. I thought you were some cool old dude.
I thought you were Guy Fieri.
I thought you were Dolph Lundgren. He busted me because I did the classic move of accidentally leaving it in the VCR after I was done.
Now, why?
So many
would
people
you
fall prey to that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I never. That was my biggest fear. Did you what? Did you jerk it and then come and then just fall asleep?
No, I jerked it. I came, then I went into my room.
I came, I
forgot.
saw, and I
Dude,
forgot
the
my
all
dude.
about
first
it.
thing I would have done was get that fucking movie out of the VCR. First move.
Dude, I didn't.
Sometimes though, you come, you're like in a different mind state. Something else happened.
No, I always stay sharp after I come.
Yeah.
Sharp as a whistle.
So what'd he say?
He was like, Andrew, you don't need to be having a video like that. It's
Was it like hardcore or was
it
it?
was super hardcore.
But you're 17.
I was 14 when he busted me with
okay.
this.
Why didn't you
porno.
throw your brother under the bus?
Because he was younger than me.
So what?
Even better.
Or your sister?
Yeah.
And threaten him.
It's my little sister's porno.
I promise.
Why didn't you threaten your brother and say, if you tell anyone
Well-
that this isn't yours, I'll kill your family?
Because I had
Why did you
borrowed
say,
it.
Dad? I think that's yours.
I had
little
borrowed-
reverse mind.
Oh, you know what? He would have hated that.
That's what O'Neill would have done to you.
I would have said, if he was my dad wouldn't have cared, but if he was my dad, I'd been like, why are you watching it?
He's like, well, I had to watch it to make sure.
Oh, I bet you enjoyed it, huh, you scumbag?
I had to get it back because I had borrowed it from a buddy of mine.
Oh,
and so
fuck.
when it was gone, I had to be like, hey.
Did you lose your deposit?
Yeah. I said, if I don't get that porno back, I got to lose my deposit.
Did he give you your library card that you put down to take it? Did he give it back even though you didn't bring the video back?
No, he's like, sorry, dude, this is mine now.
Did your dad tell that kid's parents?
Dad, you don't understand. I had to show 2 forms of fake ID to get this.
Did you have to give him like your prized baseball card? And then you're like, Dad, I'm not going to get it back.
Dude, I paid for it in quarters and nickels.
Did you really?
To borrow it.
Did you?
Where'd you earn those quarters and nickels from sucking wieners?
Your lemonade stand? And you're like, come on, guys, I need a porno bad.
And then why, did you just have a cup with lemonade and your wiener in there? And you're like, yeah, go ahead, pour the lemonade out.
Did you
Suck
rat the
this.
kid out to your dad?
No. I
Whoa,
didn't
you
tell
held
him
up
who
under
it
the
was.
questioning.
I didn't tell him who it was.
You're like, good news is I didn't tell on you. Bad news is my dad's keeping that porno.
No,
You know what they say,
I got it
snitches-
back.
How'd you get it back?
I
dug it out of the
I
garbage?
basically was like, hey, I really need to give it back to him.
But he's like, who's him?
I was like, I wouldn't tell him.
And he said,
then finally-
you're like, and by him, I mean me.
He finally is like, all right, but it can't be in this house. Also, it's gross, isn't it? It's like turning people inside out. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty gross.
Wait, what were you watching?
It was just a regular porno.
No, but you said it was pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
Yeah, it was
but-
inside out porno.
Yeah, like what? was this before the Pixar movie?
No, this was the Pixar movie. He went
It's like,
through
it's pretty gross,
It went
right?
through a lot of changes.
First, it was a rough cut.
From script to screen.
Oh, I'll say it was a rough cut.
Well, they say snitches don't blow as many loads.
What?
So,
yeah, that's true.
Was your friend? Does he still have it to this day?
Who knows? Who knows?
How did kid? Because I knew a kid with it, older brothers, but I knew a kid who he had an older sister, but he had a porno when he was like 12, and his old man found it and was not impressed.
Porno movie.
I will say it made me feel a little sick.
Why?
It's just so hardcore.
Because you spent all day jerking it, you didn't eat anything.
No, that was the next day. After I immediately got over feeling sick.
Oh, so
This is
your dad-
exactly the progression of
So
it.
then your dad's like, you have a stomach ache. That's when the sex talk came.
No, the sex talk came years after.
Maybe you had a 3-year-long stomach ache from watching this Inside Out porno.
Why, so you watched the porno, and then your dad's like, well, he might be interested now after being so disgusted 3 years ago.
Maybe.
I like how your dad, his play to you was like, how gross is this video? Like that.
Yeah.
That was him related. You're like, I love it.
Yeah.
Can I have it back?
Yeah, well, the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty gross." Like, because I hadn't seen pussy flaps and like
Pussy flaps. Is that a star?
Do you remember? Do you remember that transition? That transition takes a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pussy Flaps.
She's my favorite.
She flies in off
She crushes a BET.
Pussy
Comic
Flaps.
View.
Sounds like a rapper.
Would you have been more disturbed if your dad came in and was like, how hot is this fucking porno?
Andrew,
Yes.
what do you think of this spot right here? And he goes right to a part.
Yeah. He's like,
He goes right to a
this
part.
makes me come every time.
I would be very disturbed.
What if he challenges you could blow a load further?
That would be the worst. What kind of questions are these?
Do you think you would never watch porn again if, like, like if your parent catches you with cigarettes and you smoke the whole pack? What if he's like, I'm going to make you watch this with the whole family?
That happened to my buddy.
With the whole family?
My best friend signed his own dad up for a free subscription to Playboy at the mall with
he
the
could get
idea that he would get home early and grab it.
It's a lot of pressure right
and
there.
You don't know what day it's coming.
That's a lot of pressure.
He managed to make it 3 months, and then after the 3rd month, he slipped up, and his mom got it ahead of him.
Yeah, but how would they know that it was his?
Yeah, you can say that's the dad's.
Just say maybe one of your buddies down at the Elk Club were fucking around.
She probably called. The father was like, "Why do we have a subscription to Playboy?" He's like, I didn't sign us up for a subscription.
I know, but the kid could have just denied.
But I think though sometimes when you're a kid.
When you're a kid, this was when I was in 2nd grade. So this kid was in 2nd or 3rd grade when he did it.
You know what? If
that's a good criminal mind.
I know.
If I had a kid and I caught him doing that, I'd be like, "Oh, you like sex? Well, here,
have sex.
Have your mom pull down her pants right now. You like it this way?"
Well, that's what happened, sort of.
Watch us.
What happened?
His mom.
They spanked him with the magazine.
Wait, turn down the horn just a little.
His mom made him sit there and look at every page to see how disrespectful it was to women.
What? Women weren't forced to do this. They were paid. They made a good career out of it. What are you talking about?
It's also Playboy.
It's disrespectful. There wasn't even any. I can understand it. Like there were none.
This wasn't Sad Teens Monthly.
It wasn't like Hustler where they're pissing and stuff.
Yeah.
So what? How long did he do it for?
He had to look at every single picture in it in front of his mom.
Even the ads?
Yeah,
only the dirty
thing, every
ones.
page.
He's got to have some sexual.
Read
this article.
Single page he had to look.
He's got to have some issues, right?
I'm sure he's got some issues, man.
Why would you humiliate your kid like that?
I don't know. I guess you took the approach of here, smoke this.
But then that's like sexual shame. Like he's going to associate sex very shamefully. The rest of his life.
I know, and it leads to stuff like me where I'm eating ass constantly because
you ever write a letter to your parents and be like, "Hey, by the way, thanks a lot for turning me into the world's biggest ass eater."
When I went to Ass Eaters Anonymous, the first thing they said was I had to call the people that were affected by it and apologize.
Make ass mends.
Make ass mends.
I'm sorry what I did to your ass. It was out of line.
I had to bury the butt hatchet.
Speaking of butt hatchets, this father-son duo, we're loving it. And this woman, Jen Cara Costello, she was there to celebrate. She said, "Today's my boyfriend's birthday. He's super obsessed with butts." Do you know this? You may want to meet this woman.
Okay.
Does your wife want to take you next year, maybe? Celebrate your anniversary at ButtCon?
Next year or next rear?
Happy New Rear. Chinese New Rear. The night
It sounds like a Chinese guy saying it.
It does.
Happy New Rear. Happy New Rear to you.
The night's entertainment ranged from artistic to functional. Kim Worsham, billed as a butt washing specialist. People are real niches.
I'd love to be a butt washing specialist.
How can you specialize in both? Either it's clean or it's not.
You take the soap, you can either shove it up there or you can put it on your hand and shove that up.
What are they
There are terminologies with butt cleaning called shallow insertion.
What does that mean?
That's where you get a little bit of soap on your finger and you poke it in there a little bit to make sure you're totally clean.
And then you lick it?
Do you do the periscope when you're in there where you go like this?
Yeah, I do.
You look around?
Do you find it weird that all my soap is shaped and looks like a tongue?
all mine are shaped like a finger.
Yeah, all mine are shaped like an 18-inch dick.
I go to proctologist soap. That's what I buy.
Buy a Beach Cop soap now at the Beach Cop shop.
It comes in 3 kinds: finger, tongue, and 18-inch dick.
Yeah.
Oh, you can also get
that one lasts for 10 years at least. So you get your money back.
You can get cake soap.
For me, it lasts for about a week. I need the full 18 inches.
Jeez,
or I'm not washing.
It sounds like you're breaking off inches inside.
Let me tell you something.
You're breaking off more than you can squeeze.
More than you can screw.
Hey, Calgon, take me away. It's time for another bath.
This lady based her presentation dissertation on her career in the sanitation industry.
Wait,
I was
what?
going to say sanitation. Not sanitary.
She was like a sewer worker before she started cleaning up.
She started.
She's a Ninja Turtle.
Hey, she started out in the sewage industry. She's like, well, I'm in the building I want to be in, basically. Now I just got to work my way up to butts.
This lady
I
said
start with the shit pipes in the sewers, then I get to the toilets,
she's doing
and then
literal.
I'll get to the butts.
She's doing literal shit pipes from the shit pipe.
She's working from the ground up.
She's like, now I go straight to the source. I used to waste all my time in the sewers.
She says, I know all about toilet culture. I know all about the history of toilets and the history of butt wiping. What a useless fucking career.
Yeah, but everybody does. Invented by James Crapper or whatever. It was actually from James Crapper.
My cousin told me that when I was a kid, and I thought it was a bit. But my cousin's not a very funny person.
It's not called James Crapper.
Yeah.
He didn't invent shitting.
No,
invented the
invented
toilet.
The toilet.
James Crapper.
That's why it's called the crapper.
That's real.
That is real.
Oh, Neil, how have you gone this long without knowing Crapper?
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost failed out of college because of this. What are you talking about?
Do you know Bob Shipman?
Oh yeah, of course. I know Frank Duty.
Do you know Dick Tittyfucker?
This is.
You need to take AP butt history.
I know Doo-Doo Brown, the comedian.
But as a kid, this is one of those anecdotes that just gets shared so much. Like
I think
hookers.
I think
hookers
DeWitt told my
girls.
cousin who told me.
Yeah, like hookers girls in the Civil War.
His name was Thomas Crapper. He was an English plumber.
Crapper, yeah.
He founded Thomas Crapper & Co. in London, sanitary equipment company.
Sanitary. How do you say it?
I was saying it. I was doing some Tony Montana there. Crapper held 9 patients, 3 of them for water patents.
You got to change this cow horn, bullhorn.
Cow horn. Where the hell are you grazing your cattle? In international waters? What are you talking about?
There's no loss.
Hey,
There's no loss. I can feed them whatever I want.
Hey, get those cows back here. Blow that cow horn.
It's a little wild
some
and a little
rooster.
strange.
Let's do what's something we haven't heard before.
Banjo,
How about
slow
this?
banjo.
How about Buffalo Stampede?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Yeah, this is relaxing.
Need some farts to improve it. Get it off.
What about what's a good sound that you can have? How about do they have orgasms?
This is relaxing.
Do they have orgasms?
Yes, they do.
There's the roosters.
Then there's gonna be a guy screaming.
No, close.
It's relaxing. Everyone's comforted by the sound of a baby crying.
Yeah, who doesn't love this?
Hey, did you get that one where the guy said 10 hours of diarrhea?
I don't think so.
Oh, you didn't get that one?
No.
Somebody said 10 hours of diarrhea.
Oh, maybe I think I did see it, but I.
Did you get the Owen Wilson?
It's pretty good, but
10 hours of Owen Wilson saying, wow.
yeah, that was a good one too.
I was listening to it, and Tammy comes in. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You know what? If you,
Like, hold on, I have 5 more minutes to get through the whole loop.
I was like, you know what? This is for work.
it might be good. Owen Wilson saying "wow" and diarrhea if you could time them right.
Yes.
It's just diarrhea. Wow.
O'Neill is onto something, and that is what we're doing.
Meanwhile, we'll keep talking about butts because we're doing a butt
Because it's
cast.
ButtCon. So when I found out ButtCon was in New York, I was super bummed.
Why don't you start it?
out.
Super
bummed.
Why don't you start it in L.A.?
I will. I'll do the LA branch of ButtCon.
I bet you love all these homeless people because you're like, there's another bum. There's a bum. There's a bum
They
wandering
put the two
street.
bums together. Okay, put that with, what did you say?
Owen Wilson saying
Owen
wow
Wilson
for
saying
10
wow.
hours.
Yeah, turn it all off. Turn it off. I want you to surprise us with it.
Jesus.
I want you to surprise us with
Get
it.
rid of that goddamn baby. Sounds like she's upset by all the diarrhea.
Is that Frank Britton Ricketts?
Yeah, we haven't mentioned
By the way,
Frankie in years.
someone's getting that fucking doll out of here.
You adopted.
I've had it for months. Now my wife loves it.
That's what happens when you have a baby.
I know.
It turns out your wife loves it.
I didn't want it. Now I can't live without it.
Hey. Okay, you gotta turn it down. I want to save some of them. I want to save some of them for the
Turn it
wow.
down.
It's too good.
Turn
I
it
want
down.
to be surprised.
Is that camera still going?
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
going.
yeah, we're
It's
still going.
red.
This lighting is very intimate.
It is.
Intimate.
I should have been a lighting guy.
Lighting tech.
Look at your stupid mullet.
This is real.
All right, here we go. Let's start it off. Let's start off slowly.
Okay.
This is going to start off nice and slow.
Okay.
Nice and slow. Did you
Just
guys
a
see
gentle
Will,
lead.
by the way? I hate when they do ads on these. Will, who did he did his dating profiles, like all beach
Yeah, how's that been going?
he's been committed to a mental institution.
Against his will.
They've permanently banned him from the dating site.
Wow. 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 Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, wow.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Wow. Wow.
It's a long one.
Wow. 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 Oh, wow.
Oh man. Why didn't I have this at my wedding?
Oh my God. I want you guys to play this at my funeral. As they lower me down into the ground.
We're just gonna have the boombox, and your dad's gonna say, "Get that out of here." No, baby. It brings a weird vibe to it.
Get that baby out of here.
Get the baby out.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, wow.
I'm dying.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
The Beach Cops Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen.
Just turn it down and let's continue with the conversation.
Oh man.
I can't take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull.
Okay.
This is gonna exhaust.
I'm already at that point. I'm already at that point where I feel weird.
I know.
Let's call John Littleman.
No, we can't call John. John moved.
I can't think. I can't think.
So let's turn it down and try to hold a conversation.
I can't think. You've got a woman screaming.
That's good. Just leave it there. So,
I gotta see the comments. I gotta see the
Did you see
comments.
somebody posted? They said my girlfriend walked in and I was listening to the podcast, and she goes, "You pay $10 a month to listen to fart sounds over kazoo," and he's like, "Yeah, what's the point?"
did you see the one where the guy tried to explain it to his family, and they're like, "You're only laughing because they're laughing."
Well, touche, family.
And he's like, "No, listen."
His family said you're only laughing because
He's
they're
like,
laughing.
"There's nothing funny here. You're only laughing because they're laughing."
I think it's a losing debate trying to get your family into this.
Dude,
Oh, really? Is that a dare?
Someone sent me a video. He's on a road trip with his dad, and he was playing the. He made his dad listen to Beach Cops.
What? Dad goes, we're never going
His
on.
dad is
Was he
just-
trying to kill him to get his money?
Dad's just shaking his head like, "What the fuck is this?"
He's like, "Well, the world's officially gone to shit."
And his son's dying, holding the camera up, dying, like laughing, going, "What do you think?" And his dad's just like, "I don't know."
I think he does now. He loves it.
I don't know is better than this is terrible.
That is true.
No, I think I don't know is basically saying this is terrible.
I think when a boomer says "I don't know," what it means is "What in tarnation?"
Boomer.
Boomer sooner?
Is that a huge fart? Is that what you call it? A boomer?
Yeah, guess stuck a couple of boomers out of that ass.
Okay. We're moving on from ass talk. We got enough diarrhea sounds now. We're moving on from this ass talk.
No, I'm gonna go to that convention.
But this lady,
That convention.
this lady thinks the toilet culture woman thinks everyone should own a bidet.
I agree.
I think it's the future of wiping everyone's ass.
I do agree that
What about in third world
bidet would be.
countries, though?
Well, I think instead of getting food, they should be given bidets.
That's
Yeah,
true.
or have an alligator spit water in their butt crack.
Probably saltwater crocodiles.
You know what? You're right. But salt water is good for cleaning up the ass.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing you could have.
Yeah, man. Honestly.
This sex expert says,
I say get rid of the lady screaming.
why?
I think Owen Wilson saying "wow" to diarrhea might be the better the better play here.
Can I keep the chickens? Or the roosters?
Yes, you can keep the chickens.
Yeah.
Okay. This is, by the way, called relaxing diarrhea sound.
How many views? How many views?
60,000.
Oh, pretty
60,000?
good. Pretty good turnout for that.
Yeah. This,
Pretty good turnout for people who Googled relaxing diarrhea sound.
by the way, it's his 10-hour
That's an
version.
incredible turnout. That's an incredible turnout.
Is there video
10-hour
on
version.
this?
What?
Is there video on
Yeah,
that?
but I got it pointed up into the
Are
table.
you revealing anything about my home life?
Is there anything?
No.
I do have my social security number written on my curtains too.
Hey,
Are people in there?
you've written them in paisley.
Is there anybody out
Yeah,
there?
people are there. Yeah.
Hello. Oh, boy.
You know what we got to go back to? We got to
Ass
find
talk?
Back to the crack.
we got to find something to rage against again.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we should be anti-butt conventions.
Do you want Asa Akira? Is it Asa or Asa?
Asa.
I thought it was Asia Akira.
Is it Asia? There's no I, though.
Asia. I know, but
Asa?
Asa.
I think it is Asa. Call it Bobby Lee. He's good friends with
Asa
her.
Akira, her advice to the crowd was, my really graphic tip would be to push out while they go in. So
Yeah, everyone knows that.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. What are you talking about?
Why do you think everyone's into ass?
You tell the chick to bear down when you
Bear down? What are you, birthing a calf? What are you talking
You
about?
put a screwdriver?
All right. Bite this wood handle
You put
and bear
you put a
down.
wooden spoon in her mouth. Then you say bear down now.
And give her a shot of whiskey?
Yeah. Then you put your hands up. Her,
Then what do you run? What do you take, Jack Daniels, pour it on your dick to sterilize it?
yeah. Then you stick your dick in her butt and use your dick to turn the calf right side up.
Is
Then
the,
you pull the calf out.
Tell the calf to bite down on this. I'll pull you out.
the thinking that opens your asshole? Is that why you do that?
It
bear down?
It
No,
does.
like the push.
It helps the
and pushes the duty out into your dick.
What is this?
and then it makes room for the dick,
Yeah.
which is now twice the size because it's filled with duty.
Duty dick, do it.
Ew. You know my friend who
Named Andrew.
who got busted with that Playboy.
Yeah, his name was Andrew.
He was the one that told me when I was in second grade. He told me because I told him
How old was he at this time? 24?
Andrew's 18
Was he the teacher?
18-year-old mentor.
he was in third
He's just
grade.
a local guy who hung out in the parking lot.
He was my dementor.
He was in third grade. I was in second.
Oh, you're hanging out with older kids.
Yeah.
Man, smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah,
And-
smoking something.
And I was like,
Summer sausage.
he's like, I can't wait until I can eat a chick's pussy. And I was like,
Wait, this is third grade?
yeah. And I was like,
What? Hold on. Back up here. Who's
Yeah.
talking like that in third grade?
I mean, that's what he did because this is the guy who got me my first pictures from Playboy. I paid for.
that you got in?
The first one-
He got you in as girls next door?
Did he give you one just to get you hooked? And then he's like, oh, you'll be back, but bring money next
What was he wearing? A
time.
trench
We were
coat with
supposed to all-
magazines up and down the
We
side?
were supposed to all share it. All the dudes in the neighborhood were supposed to share it.
And did that work out?
I buried it in the woods and told him where.
Oh, that was the woods one
Yeah.
that you buried.
But he was like, I can't wait to eat a chick's pussy or something like that. Yeah, he said pussy, and I was like, I can't wait to stick my dick up a girl's ass. And he was
Wait, what? This sounds like a conversation that you would just have now at this age.
Sounds like two guys in prison.
This is in third grade.
And then you're like, hey, did you do that diorama?
Sounds like two convicted sex offenders.
Jesus Christ, man. Third grade?
And he said, I'll get duty stuck in my pee hole.
Dude, you were not in third grade. No way. How long were you guys held back for?
guy
8
is-
years?
This guy
This
is like
is real.
Was,
This is real. This
was
is
your
one
friend
of the first, This is one of the first conversations I had with him. I remember exactly the part where I was walking from his house back to my
What did he say? What'd you ask him? Do you like video games? No. I like waiting to eat chicks' pussies in a few years.
And we were talking about sex or something.
Did he have an
You were
advent-
talking about sex or something.
Did he have an advent calendar where he was just crossing off the days until he could eat that pussy?
Yeah. And it was just different pictures of pussy each day.
Fuck. Who were his parents? Were they talking like this at the dinner table?
Well, clearly his parents had raped him many times.
I don't think so.
I mean, well, we don't know for sure.
Are you still friends with this fellow?
I'm Facebook friends with him.
What's Facebook?
What was that?
Do you think he
Le rump.
Do you think he turned out normal?
Yeah, he turned out more normal than me.
I don't think.
I mean, on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
calm and ready
in
to
third.
drop bombs.
You don't say that in third grade.
Yeah, what's he looking forward to now?
I don't know.
It's
man.
all over for him.
At 40, what do you look
But I
forward
was in
to?
second grade, and then he convinced me
He
that
made you suck his.
he convinced me that I would get a dookie trapped in my piss hole.
Oh, the
And
old
then-
dookie trap.
And then my dick would fall off.
Okay.
Well, that probably
You
is
think he was
true.
trying to make it so only he could be?
No, I don't think he was trying to.
What is this? The Highlander of eating pussy? There can only be one pussy eater in
I
third
don't
grade.
trust this guy.
I am immortal. I love to eat a chick
No,
pussy.
something happened to this guy. That's not a third grade combo.
Hey man, I don't know. Maybe he'd seen some things. He'd seen Porky's already, so he knew all kinds of stuff.
I think he started
I think he
Porky.
wrote Porky's in third grade.
Yeah, but he told me wrong with this whole ass thing, you know?
And that's what got you into it. You wanted
Yeah.
the forbidden ass fruit.
Yeah, and then I later found a Penthouse Digest with those just about fucking butts.
I'm surprised you don't wear an ascot all the time.
I did.
You're the ascot mascot.
All right, let's get away from butt eating. You've tricked us once again, Andrew. Congratulations.
Listen, you're always running the show. You're the
I'm not running the show.
You're the one who always wants to know.
Good raps. We get it. My name's Andrew, and I'm here to say rap for the first time in a long time.
I love eating ass, and I'm here to say.
I love it eaten in a major way. I'm Andrew, and I'm here to say.
Remember that period of
Let
time?
me get that tongue in the puhute.
Puhute?
I will go to lay it on down.
What's puhute? Is that Jamaican for butt?
That's Native American. Yeah, this is a...
Many moons ago, I did eat the bootay from the Bootay clan.
This is a scam that
Wu-Tang Clan?
O'Neill and his
the
wife
elk
can
people
do.
and the Bootay people would meet with the sawdust people.
You go back to your racist. Happy New Rear.
Stick with me on this
That
one.
was Danish. Did you forget who said that?
No, but I'm saying it's
I
going along
wasn't
with
saying
the thing.
it as
You're like,
race.
ooh, who likes to eat the butthole? What are you talking about?
No, I was just doing just a cool dude in the woods, like around 1492.
Do you remember we wrote that script and we had that line in there from the Native American guy who's living? He who takes spear in the rear can't have no deer.
That's a good line. Did you keep it?
You should have read.
Oh, we got
You
it.
should have read the script.
It was our spec for Lizzie McGuire.
It's too hot for anyone's eyes.
It was our Lizzie McGuire spec script that we wrote.
It's the Beach Cops of spec script.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Did we never
Maybe
told
more
you about
offensive.
it? Let me give you a main plot line. Lizzie McGuire, you're familiar with the old Disney show, Lizzie
Yes,
McGuire?
absolutely.
Well, her parents weren't paying attention to her, so to get their attention, she was going to have anal sex.
Are you serious? Did you guys really write this as a spec script? This is so funny.
It's actually hilarious.
Why did you do this? It's such a funny idea.
Because we thought it would get us attention.
We didn't want to. We didn't want to work.
Was that,
We didn't want to get hired.
Was that before or after you brought a dildo to Wiener Schnitz?
Surprisingly, before.
I had a feeling it was before.
So
I had a feeling it was before you asked for a refund.
We,
and Wiener Schnitz with a dildo with mustard.
That was Burger King. How dare you?
It was not. It was Wiener Schnitz.
No, it was Burger King.
They don't serve hot dogs at Burger King.
No, I know. That's a joke of it. We made our own hot dog. It was a dildo.
That doesn't make sense.
They gave us a $10,000 return.
We still have mustard stains
No,
on
I
that
saw
dildo.
what happened. The lady goes, "That's not funny," and then he went, "Oh, yes, it is." And then he cut camera.
That was when you had to keep it under 15 seconds.
Yeah, for the laughs.
We should have submitted that to Balls Energy
Are you
Drink.
sure it
We should
wasn't
got,
a Wiener Schnitzel?
Bro-
You went to a Burger King?
Brohumor.com.
What did you say? Did you
It was
say
Burger King.
Hey, I went to Burger King. What did I call it?
We went to
King?
Tommy Burger first.
And what did you say to Tommy Burger?
Didn't work out very well.
You said, "Hey, someone gave me a hot dog. It looks kind of weird."
I said, is it kosher? If you don't know what video we're talking about, go to the it on Instagram. It's one of the very first videos we ever did.
Is it still up there?
Yeah, oh, of course. Why would I take it down? It's gold.
Dude, Jerry Rocha said the funniest thing because he's still mad about you calling comedians a gimmick podcast.
It's the burn that lasts a
If you don't remember comedians, it was a gimmick podcast. It used to be on the Dork Explosion Network.
He goes, comedians and gimmick podcast. Motherfucker, you brought a dildo to Wiener Schnitzel.
It was Burger King.
You act like we didn't know what we were doing.
But comedians is still a gimmick podcast, regardless of that comment.
You guys brought a dildo to Wiener Schnitzel.
To Burger King. How dare you?
It was Burger King.
Why did you take it to Burger
Because
King?
that's funnier than Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener
That's
Schnitzel.
2 on the nose.
Two on the dick.
Dick Tim.
They may go along with it. They might go, yeah, it's kosher. You're cool to eat that.
Or it's not.
And then the manager makes you eat it in front of him.
They made us reshackle the roof. I've never had Wiener Schnitzel.
I've never either.
I haven't either.
You've put some in your asshole.
But I feel like
What were we just talking about before the dildo? We were on something God good.
Something God good.
Hot and good.
hot and good, God good.
Big Beef. That was the birth of Big Beef Hoggers.
How did we fuck this up? We were on to something. Then we got sidetracked.
Filibustered us with Wiener Schnitzel talk.
Yeah, but you guys bringing a 17-inch dildo covered in ketchup and mustard to a restaurant
The mustard.
and asking them if it's kosher. It's the craziest shit in
The
the world.
mustard permanently stained the dildo. We couldn't get it off.
I know. That's what I was thinking the whole time I was watching it.
We couldn't get it
Was you're
off.
never gonna get that mustard out?
That was
You
your
leave
main.
that in the comments.
That was the main concern.
The joke's on them.
You're never gonna
ruin
get
that dildo.
Hey,
No matter how many times you put it in the washing machine, you're never gonna get that
That's
mustard
what you
out.
should have said. Is you should have asked them for a Biggie sized cup of club soda to get it.
Oh, right, did we tell you this?
mustard
Right
out.
after we went to the drive-thru, we parked and we went inside and ordered food.
We changed that.
Act like we weren't.
We changed that so they wouldn't
Did you
recognize.
have 2 different hats? I would see O'Neill changing hats.
I don't think I was wearing that. I had a neck brace on.
And then
I
you-
just took the neck brace off.
And then you came in and you said, I don't know if you guys should call the police or something, but there's a guy driving around with his 17-inch dildo covered in mustard.
asking me if it's kosher.
I can give you his plates.
I can give you his plates right now.
Yeah, they're right out there.
Here's his driver's license.
Hey, what do you think of this? Think we should purchase that?
300. Oh my God.
Look at this.
What is this?
It looks like Jeff Dunham's.
Oh,
man
that looks like
puppet.
our baby.
It's a reborn doll. It's $332. That's a custom.
Did you say it looks like Jeff Daniels?
Jeff Dunham's old man puppet. Walter.
It looks a little bit like a shrunk down.
How
Jeff
about this
Daniels.
one? Only $250 for Lola. Look at those eyes.
God.
Looks like a fucking owl.
Oh, that's a creeper.
$250.
Not a keeper.
We need a female for Frank. We need a girlfriend.
Wait, everybody, I want you to put your minds together. What were we just talking about before we talked about that dildo? Or the Burger King? Because I had something good that
What
would.
were we talking about before we talked about that dildo?
You know how many business meetings have said that? They're like, well, we're back on dildos.
Dude, have you watched that fucking 30-minute Zig Ziglar special where he talks about business strategies and how not to have meetings derailed with dildo talk? It's in the 7 highly effective habits
Oh, yeah.
of successful people.
Stay away from dildo
How to
chatter.
buy dildos and influence people?
Don't get derailed by people's dildo talk.
Tony Robbins, that's the first thing he said.
He makes you walk over a bunch of fiery dildos.
and you can't talk about him.
Oh,
They're all melted.
My toes caught on the cord.
That's what we were talking about.
No, dude.
Did you ever do the dildo walk?
Let's
at Tony Robbins?
reverse this. Let's reverse
you just
this.
listen
How did we get to talk about this Instagram video?
Comedian?
I said,
we kept
we're-
going.
right?
Bro
Oh,
pranks?
we never even discussed pranks.
We were talking
Your
about
spec script. Your spec script.
Oh, yeah.
Disney spec script.
we were talking about bees and pranks.
Oh, what I was going to tell you was
where a children's show actress wants to have anal.
yeah.
sex. So that was the mime.
We also wrote a Lizzie McGuire biopic where she was living in a water park with her family, and then she got Fear 2. Remember the Mark Wahlberg movie?
Yes.
And you know the roller coaster scene where she finger bang? Well, instead of Mark Wahlberg, they hired a chimpanzee to finger bang her on the roller.
It's shocking that no one either A, bought it or gave us
I'm
work.
glad we didn't get too derailed by that dildo talk.
Thank God we got back to that.
So we get back to the chimpanzee Disney fingering.
if you go back to the spec that we wrote for the show to get ready for the anal, her friends help her out. You know, she had 2 friends on there, Miranda and the other kid.
I don't remember anything about
And
this.
so,
Gordo.
Yeah, and so they help her. They're shoving baguettes in her asshole. And then the final thing is she rides her bike over to the guy's house to get anal, and she takes the seat off, and she just sits on the boat.
Well, then her father on the show was Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds. And the son, the young son, had a friend named Lanny who doesn't speak.
In the whole series, he doesn't
So
talk.
did you guys get staff or what?
Hold on.
Yeah, we got a job on
We got a job on Gilmore Girls.
You guys got a job at a paint mixing company.
But we didn't show him the script. Otherwise, we never would have got hired.
So the Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds was molesting this kid named Lanny, and he doesn't speak, so he can't tell anyone what's happening.
And he always spends a lot of time with the dad. And
Have you guys ever read this on stage?
Yeah, we do.
We
are right
should
now.
actually, because it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I'll be the coward in the fetal position as it's being read.
Speaking of Burger King, that was the guy's nickname, who was the star player of the basketball team, because he used to take hot fries and throw them in your face.
Well, his last name was King. It's Lenny.
Yes. I'm so jealous I didn't work on this with you guys.
Let's put this script up. $800 tier. You put $800. We'll put it on the website.
Also, the star basketball player couldn't read, so to prove it, they would hold stuff up. He goes, "Yep, can't read any of that." And then Mr. T came in at the end.
It was, it was pretty.
It was hilarious.
You would think we were into crazy drugs if you read
Dude, looking back, this podcast all makes sense because all of our earliest work was pure insanity.
it. We've come back to it.
Pure insanity.
Yeah.
Speaking of pure insanity, this is a good idea for O'Neill and his wife, since you guys are now the proud owners of baby boy Frank.
No, tonight that ends.
No, tonight,
As we draw
it's only just
names.
begun.
We got to get your wife's permission to get rid of it.
Yeah.
No,
She's
just take her
when
out
you
of
get
here.
Divorced over
I don't want her to know.
It's called an after-term abortion.
She's like, where's baby Frank?
She's gone to stay with friends. You're abusing her.
So this lady named Casey, K-A-Y.
Casey Kasem?
K-A-Y-C-E.
Casey Assam.
Have you heard the Casey Kasem yelling and cussing?
You want to do 10
people out?
hours of it?
No, have you heard him yelling and cussing
What
his
does he
staff
say?
out?
Is
It's
he
pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's old, but it's
says,
pretty. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck? You fucking."
Have I got a letter for you? It's the letter F.
He talks
Letter C for God.
He talks about the letter. He's like, "Where are these fucking letters? What the fucking you dumb fucks?"
His daughter's an entertainer now.
Yeah, you know Don Rickles' daughter is a fucking comedian.
Yeah, her
What's her
name's
name?
Chuckles and Rickles. I'm tapping out. I'm leaving.
Chuckles and Riddles.
This will redeem it. This will bring it back. Don't worry.
Let's switch it up a little here. Hold on. We got to get the ultimate collection so we can sail through the last hour of the podcast. Okay, stop. I can't take it anymore.
Wow.
It's too much. Hold on.
Too little.
Turn it down for a second. Turn it down.
The problem is it's too little.
We got to get the
Too
ultimate
darn
collection. There's too much going on here.
I'll clean the palette.
We got to taper it down.
I'll clean the decks. I'll clean the decks.
This is like adding it's like adding ice to good wine. Diarrhea is pretty good.
Here's your host, Casey Kasem.
Yeah, all right, we're down to this.
What are you playing? No, is this him yelling and screaming? No, look up Casey Kasem. Fucking
You piece of shit.
swearing. You've derailed it.
I think I've
Derailed the show.
I've railed it.
No, this show's railing us.
Singer has a musical connection with the lead singer of Heart. Mike Wino is the lead
Mike
singer.
Wino?
Called Loverboy.
Look at you trying to make it dirty. Mike Wino.
You just said his name. I didn't say
His mind is like, this is too pure.
Yeah, your mind is like a steel trap. You heard Mike Reno and you went, my Wino.
And Mike Wino is at number 2.
Do that wordplay.
Good thing you got it back on the rails.
O'Neill.
This guy just turned it into Wino.
Oh, fucking pinch hitter O'Neill over here.
He saved the.
They call me the heart and soul of the cat.
We're gonna carry him off like Rudy.
The countdown will begin this Sunday afternoon at 1, right here on the radio station you grew up with.
That's
Music
Shaggy,
Radio
Scooby-Doo.
138.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What the hell's going on here? Oh, Jesus, well, isn't it the last hour? We got another hour to do?
That's like
That's how we
Oh, we're
feel.
almost finished.
Turn it up.
Golly, Miss Molly. Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous. Fucking ponderous. Hi, this is Casey Kasem. American Top 40 has moved to a new time. I hope you'll join me this Saturday morning and every Saturday morning at 2. Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere,
My kids
and it'll
are
mean a
fucking
lot
my
if you
pets.
play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again.
Snuckles and Rickles.
I'm coming out of the record.
Wait, where's
Play
the
record,
fox?
okay? Please.
Oh, wait, this I think is where it gets good. He starts yelling at
See, when you
people.
come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions, and then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week.
Like a woman's
Last
pussy.
goddamn time, I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
Hit the table.
I gotta talk about a
The
fucking
countdown will
dog
begin
dying.
this Sunday.
That's pretty good.
I gotta talk about a fucking dog dying.
Why don't we talk about more dogs dying on this show?
Well, we never.
I gotta come back from fucking diarrhea and talk about a dog dying. I need some down-tempo diarrhea sounds.
Dude, we got you covered. Don't worry, we're gonna do some slow, sad diarrhea noises.
Slow, sad ones, as opposed to those upbeat, happy ones.
They are upbeat, happy diarrheas.
Happy Diarrhea, is that the sequel to Happy Feet?
Yeah, no, it's the sequel to Happiness.
The Philip Seymour Hoffman movie?
Yeah.
I think it might have been. What were we talking about? Oh, you said that my wife and I were going to be something we could engage
Hold on, let me
in.
get some new audio.
Okay.
What were you gonna do with your wife?
I guess we're going to find out. Jeff evidently has something that's going to save my marriage, even though it's not in trouble.
Big Trouble in Little Marriage.
Have you been watching The Basement, Andrew DeWitt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a no.
Take the basement quiz.
That
Okay.
sounds like a no.
That's how you do that.
In episode 3.
That's not that weird thing you did with your wife.
You didn't like it?
I liked it.
Sounds like you may have liked it a little too much.
No, I liked it at the appropriate amount.
The appropriate amount. How much is that?
To be like, oh no. Here's O'Neill
Why don't you
again.
describe what it is?
O'Neill dressed as an old man, having his wife stuck on his tongue.
What? Sucking his tongue. That's kind of cutting it to like a very.
That was 33 seconds of the whole thing.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
5 minutes
what I
long.
remember.
So you didn't enjoy it.
I liked it. I like all of your stuff. My favorite thing is still that Danish and O'Neill episode where you come over Mike Black's face.
That's been
Yeah, the whole
taken
time.
down. Huh?
It's
You
on
keep
All
going,
Things Comedy, though.
My son, my son, my son. It's super funny.
What is this? All right, let's get to this thing that
So
you
what
say
were we
is
talking
gonna.
about? Let's see if we got some comments.
Yeah, let's go to the fans.
Let's see.
Look at that! They're looking at your crotch shot. Jesus Christ!
I'm not trying to. I don't want to give them too many.
How many people are listening? 3, 2, 1.
Let's see what all these people said.
What is this? Wait, let's settle on something so we can move the fuck up.
It's foghorn, a boring drum beat, and then some.
How about a tractor pull? Quarter mile races?
Are they talking about ButtCon?
No more of this. All right, let's go. We got to fucking... People right now are just sitting around going, hey, what are these guys doing? Look at their asses.
That's the thrill.
All right.
So here's what's going on in there, Andrew. Nothing?
Hey, turn it down a
No,
little
not
bit.
really. Howard Moon says, rest in peace, Snuckles.
Yeah,
Was the dog's name Snuckles?
It was Snuckles and Rickles.
What a fucked up, dumb name. Snuckles?
Well, that's
for
why
a
it
dog?
died. It got killed by other dogs who hated its name.
Wait, why are you pointing that at me?
I'm not.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Why do you still have a wig on?
That's my real hair.
Okay.
You got transplants.
What are we listening to?
We're listening to a foghorn and a boring drum beat.
Okay.
Do you want Native American flute?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that over.
I need the
Foghorn and Native American flute for sure. These drum beats are boring me. So they're doing their job.
They're doing too much of their job.
It is as advertised.
It is, definitely.
Did you Google 10 hours of boring drum beats?
How about 10 hours of the Incredible Hulk ripping his clothes
I don't know if
from the original series?
I can only find 3 hours.
What about
of
10
that.
hours of a dude getting kicked in the nuts?
You guys want SpongeBob?
By the way, you can't talk about that. You just broke our NDNA.
Shit.
Indian A and A.
So this lady Casey and Jeffrey with a G Lang, they went on to.
We went on a 5-minute thing because a lady was named Casey.
Yeah.
We did a fucking. That must have been 7 minutes of that podcast. Was looking up that video of Casey Kasem.
Classic derailment.
Literally, only because someone's name was Casey. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with our diseased brains?
We have CTE. We've been over that.
The only thing different, we all got to the name. It just said Casey, and we had to watch a 7-minute video of Casey Kasem.
Does anyone want me to look up Jeffrey the
Swear.
giraffe because of the G spelling?
I think
Let's just stick to all G's. From now on, we should do letter themes for the show.
What is it? Sesame Street?
Yeah, it's the dirtiest Sesame Street of all time.
Trying to teach kids how to read.
Maybe we should start doing that.
Are you in 3rd grade talking about can't wait to eat that pussy? We got the podcast.
Or if you're in
for you.
2nd grade, you're like, I can't wait to put my dick in someone's asshole.
Hey, today's episode of this podcast is brought to you by the letter dildo.
Dildo. It
Don't
gets,
bring it to a local fast food restaurant because they don't sell them.
You pieces of shit, you stained your dildo with mustard. You stained the dildo with mustard.
No regrets.
that's a $50 dildo,
No
by the way.
regrets, man.
Will they take it back?
Who's dumber?
Oh, why we would never give it? We
Did
never
you buy
give
the
it back.
Apple Care
By the
plan
way,
for the dildo?
This is for Jerry Rocha. Who's dumber, us or the guys who voluntarily did 2 podcasts with the bee?
Touche.
You know what? I think you got him. I think you got him. You got me.
I got you, babe. You guys want to hear about Casey Kasem and
Did
her
you guys
husband?
try OxyClean on the dildo?
Yeah, I've tried it for you.
No, we bought a protection plan. So
I
we
put
just-
OxyClean.
I already made that joke, you
Is
piece
that
of
what you-
shit.
I said we bought it.
I put OxyClean in my mouth and just suck it down.
If you lick it long enough,
I
it'll
put
come out.
OxyClean in a gun and killed myself with it.
Poltron, are you listening?
We put the dildo in a t-shirt cannon.
It killed me.
I shot it.
Shot it straight in the air and ran.
We went back in
Shot straight
time.
there. Then I put my butt cheek up in the air trying to catch it.
What if?
Yeah, it's called dildo darts.
We should make a movie.
What if there is a game with dildo darts and ButtCon? That's a great game.
Yeah.
You know how people go to do the back in time movies where like if you go back in time to Civil War, you had a machine gun. Could you like take on the whole army?
What if you just had a 17-inch dildo
that's your way.
and you stuck it out of your pants? And people are like,
Dude, what would
"Whoa."
they think? Because it would look really realistic to them.
Look at his dick. Get away from him. He's a god.
He's a witch.
He's a witch.
He's got a witch dick.
We gotta burn him after we're done sucking it.
After we suck all the cum out of it, we're going to kill him.
There's only one way to kill a witch with a dick that big. Someone put some goose grease in my asshole.
Goose grease.
Oh boy. You guys want to hear about Casey and Jeffrey Lang?
We haven't got
We can't get to it. So I was in the sauna registry. So these two, they made a baby registry.
But this is Casey Kasem?
Casey Kasem.
How did you find this?
What do you mean that I find it?
Did you find this before we looked up Casey Kasem? I don't understand what's going on here.
Someone sent me this. I said Casey, and then you're like, I can't hear about the Casey.
Oh, okay.
And then accused me of derailing it, even though you were derailing what I was
look up
trying to do.
Casey and JoJo.
Casey and the Sunshine Band. So they had a baby registry. They had everything on there. They had giraffe mittens and a dino onesie.
Wait, what are giraffe mittens?
Mittens shaped like giraffe pussy. And you're like, my kid's hands are
I give up.
God, how dumb are we? Oh, you listen to this, you're like, these are the guys who brought the dildo in You listen to us, they go, what happened to them? Where'd they go?
If you listen to this show, you go, them putting the dildo in a hot dog bun almost seems like too high functioning for these.
That was their prime.
It's been all downhill since that, Jim.
They need to go back to that sort of stuff.
Go back
to good family friendly.
Go back to your bread and butter.
That was their dildo and bread.
They used to be the kind of guys who were smart enough to smear ketchup and mustard all over the dildo and take it to a drive-thru.
Man, do you remember how funny Dave Shinoda used to be? Remember when they drove to Burger King with that fucking...
That was their peak.
Man, and now you hear the shit they're doing now.
They're doing diarrhea
sounds
for 4 hours.
They literally just played diarrhea for 2 hours and collect money for it.
Dude, do you remember the good old days when Dana Shane and Neil used to do like highbrow pranks, like smearing ketchup and mustard all over a 17-inch dildo?
You know
We're
what?
taking it to a drive-thru.
We may have been the inspiration for bro pranks.
Like, if these guys can do this, anyone can.
And now
They could be destitute making these videos, so can we.
You know the history behind that, right? We only had a $50 budget to make Instagram videos, so we spent it all on a dildo. And we used it for like 10 videos.
One prop and one prop. We stopped at that one prop.
it was a one prop stop.
What's a catch-all? A 17-inch dildo. It can be used as a boomerang. It can be used as an antenna on a car.
We use it as a sword. We use it as a phone a lot.
A javelin.
Which is always, it was always good. Oh, hello?
We would use it as a pencil, like a guy golfing, and he'd take out a pencil.
We'd use it as a flashlight. So, yeah, let's just say we got our money's worth.
So you guys used to do really intense kind of cerebral comedy like that.
Yeah, we were at one point.
Yeah, political commentary.
We got so into dildos.
They used to call you the Lewis Black of dildo comedy.
They used to call us the Lewis Big Black Dildo. You know, at one point we were going to do a sketch where we moved in to an apartment that was built on an old dildo factory, and there was haunted dildos everywhere.
Were you really?
We can still do it. It's never too late.
It's kind of been a dream, and I think we're still going to do it.
I think we should do it. I want to get in on that.
You're like, I want to be as successful as you guys.
We should do it. Dude, we should write How to Make It in Hollywood #1 by a 17-inch dildo.
First thing first.
We ought to do like a real...
First things first, rookie. Do you got a 17-inch dildo?
Head to your local dildo shop.
I think that was how the Kid Stays in the Picture started. He just kept saying that over and over again. He's like, "Listen, doll baby, you gotta buy yourself a 17."
Evans? What was his name? Robert Evans?
Who? Oh, yeah.
Head of Paramount. Every picture had a huge dildo in it.
What about Casey and Jeffrey Lang?
By the way, I love this view. I got this great view here. By the way, subscribe to the $10 tier if you want to see what I'm doing to DeWitt right now.
Hey, get your hand off my nuts.
Hey, don't give it away. Now I don't have to pay you, idiot.
Dude.
Don't you, get your hand off of that other guy's nuts.
Who's that? Zerk?
Zerk Supper.
Zerk Supper.
Am I allowed to say Zerk Brunch?
No, the artist.
No, dude, you're violating the NDA.
The artist,
formerly known as Zerk
that
Supper.
guy. The artist formerly known as that guy.
He's just a symbol now. It's just ham and eggs.
And and a fish with fire. Not in the ghoulies.
Not the Ghoulies.
Zerk Scrunchy?
Ghoulies, the movie from the 80s? Ghoulies?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear more about these people?
Yes, please.
I do. I just want to say, like, it is disappointing how you guys used to do highbrow comedy like that dildo with ketchup on it.
We've gotten away from where our tits were buttered.
And now you play video clips of diarrhea with Owen Wilson saying
Wow.
wow in the background
Yeah.
for hours.
We've evolved. We need James Lipton to ask us about this sort of stuff.
As artists, sometimes you just gotta.
What's your favorite diarrhea sound?
This one.
Hold on, let me pull up a clip.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, James Lipton. It's the one where it pops. There's a big pop of air at the beginning.
What's your favorite
I
swear
want to talk
word?
about one of your first videos that you ever did. The Burger King dildo in a bun video.
Oh, I thought you
Everyone
never
starts
asked.
clapping. Oh yeah, okay, we know.
Standing
We know. We know, James.
People in the audience are crying after
So,
you play it.
would you give us the famous line from that? Yeah, sure. Is this kosher?
We wanted to view.
And what did the woman say back?
We wanted a video that Jewish people, Muslims could relate to, or just you're into kosher play. It's a big sexist thing.
I love kosher play.
James Kosher. I don't even know her.
Man, O'Neal can't stop. He's off.
This guy right here. Oh, pinch hitter O'Neal.
He's pitching a shutout right now. Keep him in the game.
The motion of the kosher. I lost it.
Just when I thought I couldn't be topped.
I think I'm going to smoke some dope right now.
Kosher barely fucked her. The motion of the kosher.
The guy, if you hear, he might steal somebody.
Oh, this is definitely motion of the kosher. Motion of the kosher.
Can you guys see me?
Is it still playing up there?
It is.
Okay, let's talk about Casey.
So they
Safe for Passover, more like safe for ass over.
that's for you. Matzo balls, more like matzo balls. They posted a tease on Facebook asking
Olive bread. More like olive for that pussy.
You know how many shitty lines?
Manischewitz is more like Manischewitz up your ass.
Queso, if you say so.
More like Brown Star of David. Dude, these bits kill.
Horseradish, more like horseradish. We're gonna do the temple circuit on this.
More like corned beef curtain sandwich.
Jesus.
Every now and then,
corn big beef hoggers.
my mom will be like, "We're going to see a stand-up comic at the temple," and I'm like, "I'm sure they're edgy as fuck." Where's your gig? Oh, it's on a Sunday at the temple, the small suburb. So they went on Facebook. They said, "Any guesses on the baby's gender? We'll be announcing it in a few weeks." A friend in their small Pennsylvania town threw a shower.
Wait,
gifts
you
and
might have to
games.
start over from the beginning because I don't know what's going on.
I don't remember either.
This couple.
I really don't remember.
This couple went on the baby registry. They had the giraffe mittens that are giraffe pussies.
Okay, you'd hinted this would save O'Neal's marriage?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Okay, the saving part's coming.
Wait, stay for the savings. Stay for the savings.
Show up for the article, stay for the savings.
So they
these are regular CVS savings.
Savings, more like shavings. Look at these pubes.
Whoa, pubes. You guys are a bunch of rubes.
I think we just repeat ourselves.
Repeat ourselves. I think you beat off yourself.
All right, come on. Let's. Okay, all right.
When do you want me to come on?
So they're going a piece of bread. He's gonna eat it.
All the bread. Make me scream.
So they're going on Facebook. Guess the gender. Someone threw him a shower. There's gifts and games.
Okay, a gold shower.
Says yeah.
You motherfucker.
He's like, let's get it back on track.
We're back on track.
Grandpa James, it says, gave him groceries. Great Grandma Prudence.
He's like, here, take these fucking groceries. Get the fuck out of my face.
Said it's summer. They've been in my car for weeks. I forgot about them.
I'm an old man.
Here's a trash can full of groceries.
He's like, I thought this was my house.
Unwrapped. They're all unwrapped.
What if he just put all the groceries in the refrigerator because he thought he lived there?
I towed the grocery store dumpster to your house.
I gave my grandson 57 old onions.
Great Grandma Prudence gave $265. Generous for Great Grandma Prudence.
How would you come up with that figure? Here's $265
She thought
and 84 cents.
She thought the baby was an ATM.
Ask the mouth, baby.
Friends gave an Aldi gift card. I think it's a grocery store. Diapers and
is.
cash to celebrate the arrival.
I love Aldi.
2 months later, Casey announced that the baby had arrived. 3:11 a.m. as a tribute to the band. Yeah.
I hate 311.
Now, does that baby practice Santeria?
Exactly.
Oh, that's Sublime.
Close
if it
enough.
were born
That
at
makes
Sublime AM.
Facebook page had photos from the couple of a newborn wrapped in a blanket.
Okay.
Wait, the baby went diggy, 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 down, down. Is that the 311?
Yeah.
song?
Yeah, they're all terrible.
The joy quickly turned to heartbreak. A couple announced.
I hope this doesn't end with the baby being dead because the grandfather smothered it with a water belt.
He smothered it with $256 worth of groceries.
Bear with me on this because it does take a sad turn, but it'll come back.
It comes back around. Okay.
A couple announced little Easton, this is the baby's name, died a few hours later.
Oh Jesus!
Don't worry, don't worry, it's all good.
Why? Oh, why do they? I know why. I know why.
Why?
Because it was a reborn baby.
They conned everybody with a
fucking
fake
way.
fucking baby.
No
that O'Neill
way.
you need to do with baby Frank. You make the announcement. They're having showers. They're getting free groceries.
And then they announced the baby died.
Yeah, and then it found out it was all a fucking scam.
Oh my God.
From their own family.
Yeah, scamming everybody.
And all they got was $256.
Well, they got those groceries from Grandpa James.
Great Grandma Prudence didn't fall that hard for
Hey,
it.
I tell you what, nothing better than just grabbing your grandpa out of groceries, and then you have to see him at Thanksgiving.
They're now facing charges. 2 different counties.
What are you doing?
I felt a horrible realization.
That this place is haunted?
Yeah, and we might be in hell.
We are now.
It said they not only faked the baby, they did the death because they wanted the presents and stuff to keep coming in after the fact.
Do they never see these people?
I don't know. They did a GoFundMe page.
Oh my God!
Holy shit.
They went pro level with.
How much did they make? Let's do it.
They got a ton of groceries on the GoFundMe page.
Yeah. By the way,
I got an idea.
Only pay us in faye and fucking carrots
And giraffe mittens.
And then they tried to
What's
turn
the
it
point
back
of
in.
doing a registry? Returning it all?
Yeah.
We'd like to turn in this Greek yogurt for store credit.
Babe, we're gonna eat for years at Aldi.
Don't even worry about it. We have $350 worth of foggy.
Why would you fuck
store
your whole
credit.
family over for like $300? So nobody.
So I know what you guys need to do. You need to take Frank Britton Ricketts, cover him in ketchup and mustard, and take him to
Put him in a hot dog bun.
I take him to a drive-thru.
Is this kosher? Can we eat this?
By the way,
And then when they say no, pull out the dildo.
Oh, how about this?
by the way, these fuckers,
Attach it to him.
they held a fake funeral.
No.
These people are fucking
How much did they get on the GoFundMe?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Doesn't say.
Did they show pictures of this reborn baby?
And I don't think they did.
Well, it was just a fake baby in general.
yeah,
It's
I
all
Birth
a hoax.
video where the wife shows her pussy.
Yeah, it's in a bathtub and there's a giant guy giving birth.
Anally.
Yeah.
Diarrhea and blood everywhere.
And the parents.
Oh no, they did have a baby. They said when police they questioned them, then the next day cops had a warrant. These idiots didn't get rid of. They had a lifelike newborn baby doll that was shown in the pictures on social media, an urn that had the name on it.
By the way, do you know how much that doll cost? Probably $400. I know. So they didn't even
It's a
break
net
even.
loss.
Well, Great Grandma Prudence handed it down to him. It's from the Victorian era. Yeah.
So it's a porcelain baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
What the fuck? Dude, that's one of the worst cons I've ever heard.
So was there ever a real baby?
Oh, they got $550 on that GoFundMe. 50,
That's it?
50 donation.
Are you serious?
They made about $800 total.
Grandpa James already fucking blew it all out on the grocery.
What a
He
great-
tapped out. He bought $4,000.
Dude, this is such an epic grift to walk with a net profit of maybe $100.
They're like, the good news is it's a misdemeanor.
You burned every bridge in your family.
The grandfather, you're probably in the grandfather's will.
For like a $10 million, he's like a multi-millionaire, and you blow it on this. The short con.
What a fucking idiot.
When he writes you out your will, you're like, so close yet so far. I was this close.
Dude, the cops are like, the good news is it's a misdemeanor. The bad news is your friends are dirt fucking.
Dude, these people were probably like us when we wrote that Lizzie McGuire script. We're like, oh, this is going to make us millions. Instead, it wasted all of our time.
GoFundMe made the shocking statement of this type of behavior is not tolerated on GoFundMe. Oh, really? I thought that was what the site was all about.
Oh, pretending your baby died that didn't exist? That's not tolerated? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go somewhere else.
I looked through the terms and conditions. It says nothing about faking a baby death.
Well, I'll tell you what,
It's a
GoFundMe.
loophole, yeah.
I'm not going to do any more of my fundraising there.
What fucking scum? Like, can they rehabilitate? It's pretty bad.
No, I think you should go to prison forever.
Great Grandma Prudence must be ashamed.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we got her. We got
the
a
reborn
doll.
baby's like $330.
Yeah, they
At
probably
least,
bought a
right?
used one that had ketchup and mustard.
They went to Play It Again Babies to get a.
They wrapped up a 17-inch dildo in swaddling clothes and put googly eyes on the dick.
That's what we should do next.
They put the giraffe.
That's what we should do next.
Yeah.
Put googly eyes and a mustache on the dildo.
And tell everyone it's your new baby. Walk around the mall with it.
No, go to a restaurant. We're three. See, do you have a high chair?
And put it in the high chair.
Yeah,
And they say, can we get a cup of water with a top on it? With a top?
And then have it just spit up all the time, and it's just a lot of cum.
Oh no, I think the
You're just-
baby's sick.
You're just pouring a drink on it.
And then he said, I think it ate something that made it sick.
Go
And he
to
just
a-
keeps shooting.
Can we get
hearts of cum everywhere?
Can we get a high chair?
Can we get a coloring book? And you put one of the crayons in the pee hole.
So, do you think you guys are going to do that? Is that why that's why he's been keeping it? He's a GoFundMe account. He's made $450. He's $100 away.
Why did you see that shoebox by the baby? That's its casket.
It says dinner money. That was a gift from Great Grandpa James.
Oh, that's our dinner. That's going out to dinner money. Did you ever do that? We have a box right there with a hole in his dollar signs on it. And every time you have extra money, you put it in there. And then you open it up and you got a bunch of money to go to dinner instead of always spending it. Then
What if you have no extra
you don't lose it
money?
at once. Well, then you don't go to dinner.
What if you live in a cashless society?
If you don't have any money, then you better fake a baby's death and go to GoFundMe.
That's the quickest way to get $550.
Oh, some groceries.
What if you want to impress your spouse and/or partner? And you just throw your credit card.
They did all this shit for $550. I can't believe it.
It's the shittiest.
I can't
It's
even
like
believe
the most fucking depraved con for the least amount of money of all time.
Yes, you are 100% right.
The depravity to money ratio
Off the
is
charts.
crazy. It's like we faked the Holocaust for $7.
Economists now refer to it as the dead fake baby curve.
It's like when Netflix split its streaming and his DVD mailing into two separate services.
People have never seen a higher ratio to burned family bridges to low amount of dollars.
Harvard Business School is now studying this in their business
The
classes.
cops are like, you seriously?
They started giving the money.
What do you think they thought they were going to get? $10,000?
A new car.
I think they probably thought maybe $100,000.
Or like a new house?
With the GoFundMe, I think they thought for sure maybe $100,000.
Did this all take place over the course of like 4 days? They're like, we just had a guess the gender. Oh, baby's here. Oh, it just died.
They're like, we got to go on the registry. They're posting pictures of her on the
They
side.
were on
Like,
cocaine, so it was 4 hours.
Oh my God, we just found out we're pregnant. Oh,
my God.
baby's here.
someone just sent us Domino's breadsticks for free. We're in the fucking
Oh
money.
no, our baby's died.
We're making it. We're fucking making
Our
a
baby's
baby.
died. Someone sent us Domino's cinnamon breadsticks.
Hey, Earl from down the street gave us dirt weed in a bag. He sent his condolences.
I heard they posted bail by using a Farmer John's pork tenderloin they got.
From Grandpa James. Grandpa James is like, I want those goddamn groceries back. Any non-perishables you give back to me.
Lists of items they scam their relatives out of include
Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread, half-empty bottle of acetaminophen,
Unsalted butter.
A chewed dog toy.
jar full of pickled pickle juice.
Beef picante sauce.
Bottle caps.
The better part of a 6-inch sandwich.
Tapatio.
That's too high. Tapatio's too much. Too expensive.
Baked beans.
Used coal. Burnt
Oh my
A
God.
Lunchable with no cheese in it.
Your Honor, this is what they what they owe for. Heinz ketchup.
A rain-soaked Santa beer.
Ballpark Frank buns.
Rite Aid brand saltines.
Costco brand vodka.
A merkin.
Oh my God.
A new reborn baby doll. Someone's like, hey, I know what you're up to. Here's another one.
66 packets of chicken flavor ramen, but not the noodles, just the packets of flavor.
McDonald's ketchup.
A Yoplait blueberry 6-pack.
McDonald's ketchup in an old water bottle.
Toilet paper from my job that I stole. Their house is just a hoarder's den of junk.
Rest stop hand soap in a Ziploc bag.
Powder. The powder kind.
The powder in a Ziploc bag.
I can't wait to see American Pickers go through there and buy some
They have one of those. They have one of
Don
those.
Henley CD on. No CD in there.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do with these groceries, boy? You want to pawn them? You want to sell them?
What are you gonna do with the urn, son?
I got $5 bills in the bag.
Hey, if you need to dry your hands, use one of those towels from the restroom.
What are you gonna do
From
with
the
this?
public restroom that you pull down to get a clean sweat.
What do you do with this GoFundMe account, son? You want to pawn it or sell it?
What do you want to do with this dead baby? You want to pawn it? You want to sell it?
He's fucking.
Chumley, did you see how much weight Chumley lost?
Yeah, he weighs 84 pounds.
Yeah, he's a dead baby.
God, these fucking idiots. I think their ages are 23 and 27. These two.
Is that true, or are you just speculating?
I saw it on the thing, on the article.
23 and 27.
Fucking idiots.
Dude, so they did.
Your families will stick by you on this.
No.
No, they will not.
They'll be like, I want my aluminum foil back.
Remember, I gave you my bowling ball after that baby died. I need it back.
I want my can of Folgers back by morning, or there's going to be hell to pay.
I want my flashlight without the batteries in it back.
I need my window wiper fluid.
Windshield wiping fluid. Items included: windshield wiping fluid, Matchbox car, batteries, old battery.
Yeah, they may be used, they may not be. You gotta go through a can of change.
Rubber bands for braces.
And just regular rubber bands.
A pogo ball.
Wet wipes.
Dollar store toothpaste.
There's a couple condoms so they don't have another kid.
Carl Buddig sliced meats.
You can keep the super green.
Doritos loaded. That's too.
A fresh hot Doritos loaded.
It's for the baby.
Freshly made for the baby.
We pureed it.
The grandpa was killing himself because he thought that's what killed the baby.
Yeah, he was upset.
That's what I would have said. I would have been like, you guys killed the baby.
So these people had to speak at this funeral, I'm sure. Like, this is fucking insane behavior.
Wait, how much did the casket? The funeral probably cost $15,000.
Well, they hired.
They lost.
should have been fake funeral directors.
$14,000.
They're in debt.
They should have pretended they were the funeral directors.
Well, they also hired.
They're like, we'll just put it all on our credit card. Don't worry, when that GoFundMe gets going, we'll pay it all off.
They hired
make a bunch of money.
Eric Clapton to play. He did play the funeral for $300,000.
They're trying to sell their plot for $8,000 right now.
When you close your eyes, you'll get.
Eric Clapton had a kid that died.
He did, and
That's what that song's
talking about.
based
Yes. Would you know my name if you were a fake dead baby?
On GoFundMe.
God, these fucking. It's only a misdemeanor. They're probably not going to get much time for this.
Well, yeah, probably 'cause they didn't make much. I
Yeah,
think,
that's why.
Yeah, under a certain amount, you
So they may not even go to prison.
probably won't. Probably just have to pay a fine.
If they like,
in order to pay that fine, they're gonna have another dead baby death.
anything they say now, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, okay. Like it's like,
Dude.
no, really, like my wife's dying. Fuck you.
What's gonna happen is that they're gonna really get pregnant and the baby is gonna die.
Yeah, this is real bad.
It's gonna be juicy karma. Real juicy karma.
Sounds like a stripper.
Oh,
Actually, that would be a great
that's
stripper
a
name.
stripper who has a baby on stage. That's their final act.
Juicy karma.
That's her big finish is to have a baby on stage.
Why is nobody's named Juicy Karma?
There is someone.
How about Juicy Carmine?
Juicy Karma Chameleon. Juicy Carmine's the bouncer.
From The Godfather.
If a stripper at a strip club you go to gets pregnant, do you like bring a gift in?
Yeah.
You know what I always wondered?
Is that customary?
I always wondered when all those cream pie stripper video or porn star videos.
Deep thought.
There's the intellectual side we thought was gone, but it turns out old philosopher O'Neill.
I'm still full of
Henry
ideas.
David Porno.
The Stoic philosophy.
My potential is just getting tapped now.
He's in full ketosis and using 100% of his brain.
We'd like to pause the shows for a second and get real.
You'll find out what happens when people stop being polite on a podcast and start getting real. O'Neill.
You thought you knew? You don't even know. Diarrhea. MTV diarrhea. Okay, so listen.
Okay.
What happens if
Don't let us take you off the
Wait, hold on. I need you to play something in particular for O'Neill because it's so smart. We play Pomp and Circumstance.
Okay.
What is that?
That's the graduation music.
That's Randy Macho Man Savage's entrance music.
Is it really?
I don't know why he picked that.
So
Hold on.
that is not it. Let's not lose the momentum. Let's not lose the momentum. I want to hear O'Neill be smart.
Pump and Circumstance.
Pomp and Circumstance.
Pump.
Yeah. Pump and Circumcision stance.
Okay. I'll mute the foghorn leghorn and the Native American flute.
Yeah.
You get the pomp and
Here we go.
Okay, so what were you saying?
I'm almost losing my train of thought, so hurry.
Don't lose it.
Hold on.
Keep stroking it.
Okay.
Keep stroking it.
Why don't you tap your train of thought on my butt cheeks?
Here it is.
So,
O'Neill with Steve.
I can't even handle it. You've got a fake wig on, a fake hat.
so listen.
Oh, my face is hurting.
So when I'm watching cream pie porn,
I feel like my eyeballs are coming out of my head. Mine already fell out. Let me put on my shades so I don't have to look you guys in the eyes when I say.
Put your wig over your eyes.
okay, so when you watch cream pie porn, so I'm watching cream pie porn.
Here he is, Ryan from Valpo.
Hold on a second.
Hey, Alex.
Hold on a second. What did you say before that? Hey, Alex, what did you say?
So I'm watching cream pie porn.
Wait, this
That's the new one.
is a monologue from a beautiful mind.
Yeah,
You stole this from a beautiful mind.
he did.
This is from American Beauty.
American Duty.
You couldn't resist.
I'm the only one doing it.
American booty.
American Duty.
For facts of life.
American lewdy.
American Snooty.
Send those American nudies to me.
American Cootie. Okay.
Macho madness.
So what happens if those girls get pregnant? Because some of them aren't on the pill. And they decide to keep it. Are you responsible for that baby?
Why would you be?
Because it's done in entertainment purposes.
I have another deep question. If a comedian smokes a cigarette inside in LA, but it's for entertainment, is it really counted as a cigarette?
No, it's a performance.
I got it.
But, so what if she decides to
I
keep
can't
it?
even wrap my head around
You're you're paying to do a movie scene, and she gets pregnant, she keeps it. Now you're on the hook for that?
No, I see you're not on the hook for it.
You could say
Business transaction.
and you could say you were in character.
Yeah. and that you can only interact with that child in character.
It was my alter ego that did it.
And you're like, I will never be playing that character again.
I killed my alter ego off. So why should I be
In
liable?
a series of very depressing pornos.
So
And I co-funded me his funeral.
everybody out there, we want you to write a long essay about your thoughts on this topic. And pros and cons.
Yeah.
But
Play both sides, devil's advocate.
really, sometimes you get
Did
like,
you say devil's ass fist? Ass fist?
Advocate.
By the way, I'm sure my neighbors fucking hate me downstairs because you can hear everything. Good. They're like, it sounds like a good retard convention. Ooh, yeah, Miss Elizabeth.
This is the music they play at the retard convention.
Because they know they'll never graduate, so they want them to feel like they're graduating every day.
This is what they play after they wipe their ass.
Speaking of which, does this bring you back to your days as Peter Bartholomew? Speaking of
Yeah.
character.
Hey, look, I can say the word retard because I was one for 5 years.
Hey, me too. I was in learning disability.
Yeah, me too. Just a couple of retards.
So you guys are saying I'm slumming it because I was never
Yeah.
labeled.
I'm saying you can't say retard.
Hey, we went from being retards as children to philosopher kings. With that hole. What happens when you do creep pie video? And she gets pregnant and keeps it.
Voltron, help me. Rescue me.
You know, sometimes, folks, a question really gets at the heart of what it means to be human. What it means to exist. That's a classic existential question.
We went from retard to the penthouse.
Sometimes a philosopher comes along and asks a question that makes the world think. Like, what if a dude's doing it?
Like, is this...
What if a dude's doing a creep pie video? And a chick gets pregnant and she keeps it. And he tells the judge he was in character.
You know what? You know what? That question and other questions, like, is this kosher, will all be explored this week.
In the Danish and O'Neill College course.
Oh, my God. Jeez Louise.
Holy shit, boys.
Holy shit balls or holy shit boys?
Holy shit, boys.
I can't take it. Is that hey, you guys from Goonies? Turn that one up a little bit.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn down Macho Man's theme song. That's what I know. I'm another.
Was that from Goonies? Hey, you guys?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Give me some more of that. Give me a couple farts.
Okay, hold on. This is the big grand finale. If you're scoring it,
If you're still listening, or you haven't crashed into a tree or lost your mind yet.
You know we're heading to the grand finale when O'Neill says, "Go ahead and give me some more farts."
if you haven't been warned by your boss while you're on your lunch break yet.
If you're keeping stores at home.
Hey, Daddy-O, why don't you lay some fart tracks down?
What are the comments saying? Oh,
So basically, what O'Neill did was he asked a question that has made humanity think for generations.
Who is this? Alex Jones?
He simply asked the devastatingly existential question: what happens when a dude is in a creep pie video?
Turn it up. Give me full bore.
He's in a creep pie video, and he comes in a chick. The chick gets pregnant. She keeps it, but he tells the judge he was in character the whole time. Thank you, America. You've been listening to Beach Cops, the smartest podcast in the world.
Your brains are gonna rot from the inside out.
right. That porno was the worst thing that you were involved with.
You know how mad my dad would be if he heard this right now?
He's like, I invented Stainmaster for this?
I should have ended the real state.
You know what he would want? Hey, Andrew, I want you to cut me a check for that college education I paid for.
Andrew, I want you to cut your wrists.
Andrew, here's a gun. You either pull the trigger or I do. He's like, Andrew, let's take this dog out back and shoot it. And instead of shooting the dog, he shoots you. Brings the dog back. No dog.
He goes, I go, why is there just an empty leash here? Oh, that's your new necklace.
Put it on, I'm going to shoot you. Old Yeller. More like Old Speller.
He kills me like Lenny at the end of Grapes of Wrath. But instead of being a big guy who crushes things, I'm just an idiot who eats butts.
We're like, who's the guy from Of Mice and Men? Is that Lenny?
Lenny.
Yeah, Mice and Men.
Yeah, Mice and Men, not Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
Yes. Sylvia Plath?
This podcast has 3 Lennys.
And we all need to be killed.
Every one of us is that dude from Flowers for Algernon.
At the end, when he's lost his brains.
We're all Jack Nicholson at the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
No.
Pre-lobotomy.
We're all the water fountain the chief rips off the wall.
It throws through the window.
It throws through the window.
Oh, man. Some people call us retards. I call us sling blades. Oh, boy. Well, I guess that wraps this episode.
Are we sure we're done?
I don't know. How do you know how to end something like this?
I gotta look and see in the comments.
There's no signs. Do you think anybody's left? Rocky Road?
Anna says, this show is so weird if you come in at hour 45. Come in at hour 45.
Oh, man.
That's a woman?
Yeah, Anna says, this show is so weird if you come in at an hour and 45.
It's also weird if you come in at it's 1 second in as well. Yeah, I don't think you are missing anything.
Howard says, this sounds like it should be an address given at the UN summit. You're a creep by speech.
Address or address?
It was an address.
An address.
It
Well, 773.
I get a great address.
I would like to give an address at this summit.
I'd like to address the United Nations.
774 96. Is that Pee-wee?
That's my good friend Pee-wee.
I'm ending this in 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Our lives.
Here's a gun, folks. Should I show them the gun on the group here?
So it said, hey, what's going on? And Howard says the usual CTE-inducing stuff. I've lost track.
You know what we should have?
This is our marketing team?
You know what? Every episode we should allow one fan of the show to sit in that chair and watch us do the podcast.
Yeah, but he's blindfolded.
And tied to the chair. And we get to slap him with a dildo. Oh, turn it down a little.
He has to slap himself. He has to slap himself with a dildo.
There he is, the valedictorian, Ryan O'Neal.
Thank you, guys. This is my 3rd graduation from high school.
Was that your magnum cum laude?
That was my magnum condom opus.
I never thought I'd say this. I miss Earl. Hey,
They were skinned alive.
I was over there at Jim Hopper.
Alive!
I was down there in Jim Hopper's unit.
Jim Hopper? Is that the guy from Stranger
Maybe
Things?
It's really, yeah.
Oh, that's why they named him that? From Predator?
I think it's a reference to Predator.
Sexual predator.
Earl Skakel.
8, 9, or 10 body for real.
Never raped, but thought
Somebody
about
should
it.
do a mashup.
I'm telling you,
where it's
officer.
Earl.
This chick had an 8, 9, 10 body.
Maybe 11.
Beautiful double D's. Maybe a big old dick.
We should start doing. We should start doing scenes from this podcast with Earl. Be cool.
I hear that they pairs well with a nice Cavassier.
Howard Moon said Anna! Exclamation point.
I'm in.
Yeah, tell us, sir. No, don't end it yet. Don't end it yet.
Someone said
What?
I'm
You
laughing.
got
What?
some. You got some gems left to
Yeah,
win?
Richard. Howard says I'm laughing too hard to type properly.
No, that's the brain damage.
That's what we call the business disease brains.
Don't worry, Howard. We'll give that address to the UN.
Guys, we're gonna need all of you.
It's 6920 Pizza Hut Lane.
We're gonna need. We're gonna need all the listeners to agree to donate their brains when they die.
I think we talked about that.
I got no
to the NFL thing. They're like, oh, these brains are more diseased than NFL players. We played
stand corrected.
13 seasons.
I got no brains to hold me down.
Does your nose run after this podcast? I think it's brain fluid leaking out.
Yeah, it runs out my ass. Into the toilet.
Into the cake you're crunching.
You guys got me. I've been hurt the whole time.
Oh, this ass was so greasy with cake juice.
Dude,
The frosting was
When he talked about
She had
that
a
grease,
fucking, I know. She had a cake's worth of frosting. Right?
The ass was
Fucking-
easily a 10. Couldn't tell if it was a man's or a woman.
I was fingering this girl's pussy, and it felt like cake batter was all over my fingers.
Turns out I was sticking my fingers down her throat.
Dude,
what we did after Thanksgiving is we poured all the turkey grease into her butthole
This chick-
to refill her.
this chick's pussy was so tight I could feel the teeth all over my dick.
I could feel all her asshole hair wrapped around me. Okay.
I could feel the subway worker's knuckles.
Let's start paring it down.
Do you guys want to? You guys want to write to an organization?
Help us? Yeah, one of those ones that gets me out of what I'm doing right now. It helps me change my life.
Do we need to write a letter to Reddit?
What are you talking about? We're talking about write letters. We're getting ready to end the show.
I feel like I got more in me.
Save it for next episode.
It's a mistake.
We're ending on a high note right here. Don't go out on a low note.
Or a brown note.
You got nothing left.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I challenge you. Give me something good.
Okay.
And I'll keep it going.
Here we go.
You got one try.
Purple shit.
You fucking son of a bitch.
That's it.
All right.
Listen.
I can't take it
I
anymore.
was hungry when I woke up. So I took me a quick shower when I got in here and I made me
What is
peanut butter
this?
and jelly. Peanut butter.
Is this a cooking show?
Oh my God.
Okay.
This jelly.
Turn the farts off for a second. I can't take it anymore.
Oh,
What is this?
Look at this guy. I'm shocked.
What video? Well, I don't even know what we just saw.
I didn't know either. I just saw a dude whose face looked like a baby hold up a can of peanut butter to a camera and shake his head around.
That was a huge peanut butter can, too.
It looked like a squirt bottle of peanut butter.
Did you say squirter?
Your Honor, I did.
Case dismissed. All right. I'm turning it off.
You think you can submit that speech to the United Nations?
Yeah, but there's no address on it.
Well, you can get elected to it. Its address. Is this the gold?
Remington Way, 1418 Remington Way.
Is that a place?
Yeah.
Where is that?
We'll meet you there tomorrow.
This is a democracy on this podcast. Who votes we should end it?
Our lives.
Jeff, are you with me?
Yeah, we
Because
can.
if you're not with me, you're against
I want
me.
45 more minutes.
What are you crazy?
Are you out of your mind?
You crazy?
We just spun gold there. What's that fairy tale where you spin the gold?
Rumpledickskin.
It's been the gold.
It's not Rumpelstiltskin. He slept. too long.
And while he was spinning the gold.
Dude,
you motherfucker. You're thinking of Rip Van Winkle. You piece of shit.
Do I need pop and circumstance back?
Who was Rumpelstiltskin then?
Who's Ripple Philskin?
Who was Ripple Foreskin? Rip Van Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle hardly dinkled.
Do you know what first thing he had to do? Change his pants because he must have had a million wet dreams of those things.
700 years. 700 years of coming in your pants.
Cement rock solid.
Yeah.
They don't ever tell you about that part of it.
Yeah. Deer thought it was a salt lick that someone put out. It was really Rip Van Winkle's
Salt lick, more like a salt dick.
salt brick.
It smelled like bleach. Like who's been pouring bleach in this cave?
Why do these magical woods smell like cum?
Rumpelstiltskin was the guy that was spun the gold, right?
No, yeah.
Taylor Miller gets his daughter.
Yes.
Falls to telling the king.
Oh yeah.
No, he says that you can't guess my.
And then Rumpelstiltskin, he spends gold and then he ends up eating her ass or something crazy. He said, well, I'll spend that gold for you, but you got to do 3 things. Guess my name.
Sir, this is the Rite Aid. I'm gonna need to ask you to leave. You're back, baby. You're back. I'm gonna have to ask all of you to leave. What if we did this? Our new goal is to go to an establishment and record this podcast.
The year 2057. All law enforcement has been destroyed.
Hey, what if you do that? You go to Rite Aid and I'm behind you with the dildo and I'm behind.
You say my doctor wrote me a prescription for that.
But I need to know.
Well, I don't know how to take
Should I
it.
take it with food or on an empty stomach?
Do I take it orally or do I take it anally?
On their adventure.
Can you help me?
Should I say, do I take
I've
it?
never taken it before.
Do I take it anally or vaginally? All right, I'm done. This is over.
Or do I rub my dick on it?
This is over. I'm doing it. Do we all agree?
Yeah, I agree. I don't. I disagree.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my God! Don't say anything incriminating. I gotta turn off the camera. Holy guacamole! Ooh, wee.